opportunity for Coach Drew and the Bears.
Yeah, and 3 tough ones in a row. But, again, you just got Arizona tonight. You worry about everybody else later. But Bears still looking for a top 25 win tonight to be a top 5 win. Hadn't had one of those in a while. And so it's another opportunity. I think that's the way the coaching staff really approaches this game. And it's really worked down the stretch here as the Bears are coming off of a really nice win against Arizona State.
Trying to build on that against the Wildcats tonight. More of our pregame show after this on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Have you been to the new location of Green Eye Associates yet? You'll still receive the same award-winning service and excellent care from Dr. Green and her dedicated optometrists and staff. But now conveniently located in Woodway right off of Highway 84. Come see the expanded optical showroom and be sure to ask about innovative services like IPL treatments for dry eye symptoms and the brand new sports vision technology. Green Eye Associates, the official optometrists of Baylor Athletics.
Premier ER and Urgent Care has all the convenience of urgent care with all the expertise of an ER, all under one roof. At every visit, be seen by ER-trained staff with on-site lab and CT, X-ray, ultrasound, and EKG. Here, you pay for the appropriate level of care that you receive, and we are in network with most major insurance providers. Premier ER and Urgent Care has 4 convenient locations serving Texas: San Marcos, Temple, Waco, and Woodway. To learn more, visit www.premier.care.
TFNB Your Bank for Life is a longtime supporter of Baylor Athletics. Find out why more Baylor fans are making TFNB their bank for life. Sign up for our Edge checking and get your own custom Baylor Bear debit card. With 6 convenient locations and an award-winning mobile app, banking has never been easier. TFNB, your bank for life. Member FDIC.
Serving Texas since 2007, Magnolia Realty is a full-service brokerage led by expert industry knowledge and a commitment to community. With kindness and integrity at the forefront, every agent is equipped to help you navigate the market and make the real estate journey your own. Whether buying or selling, feel supported with an award-winning agent at your side from first offer to contract and close. Magnolia Realty serves cities including Waco, Dallas, Fort Worth, Austin, San Antonio, Temple. Learn more at magnoliarealty.com.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
And welcome back inside Foster Pavilion as we continue on the Conecuh Sausage Countdown to tip-off. Conecuh Sausage, made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true hickory smoked southern flavor. Conecuh Sausage is always great on the grill and perfect for tailgating. Pick up a pack and enjoy your family's favorite recipes at any meal of the day. Conecuh Sausage, a game day tradition and the official smoked sausage of the Baylor Bears. And back with us courtside, Baylor and Arizona coming up. Pat, we were talking about a really tough challenge, but a great opportunity for the Bears tonight, taking on an Arizona team that is number 2 in the nation in both polls. Their net ranking is number 3. They're 25-2 on the year, 12-2 in the Big 12, and alone in first place in the Big 12 standings.
You know, and if you look at their roster and look at their statistics and all the prep work we do for a game, there's not any flaws. I mean, really, this is a big, strong team. Big inside. They'll start 7'2", 260. That guy's a pro. Their wings are really athletic and really strong, and their guards, 2 of the best guards in not only the league but in the country. And John, they're young in the sense that they're freshmen, but they're not inexperienced. Yep. These guys have played a lot of basketball at a really high level. So work cut out for a surging Baylor team, a team that finally got back in the win column. Playing at home tonight is their best chance to beat Arizona. We'll see what they can do.
Big win on Saturday for the Bears over Arizona State. 73-68 was the final. That was a much-needed win for Coach Drew and the players and really everyone.
Yeah, and they finally shot the ball well. They were coming out of a 2-game stretch where they were, I think, John, 5 of 46 from a three-point line. So in this league, you don't have to live and die by the three, but you got to make a higher percentage of threes, particularly when you shoot as many as Baylor does. But what impressed me in that game and what I hope carries over tonight is what they did on the defensive side of the floor. Held Arizona State scores almost 80 points a game, in the 60s in that game. And I thought down the stretch when they were going to have to make big plays defensively and get stops, they did that. In fact, Arizona State made just one of its last 9 shots in that game, and that's how I think the Bears came away with what was a much-needed win.
Big win over an Arizona State team that had a lot of momentum. They were coming off a win over Texas Tech in their previous game, and for the Bears, it gets them to 14-13 overall, now 4-10 in Big 12 play. 4 games left in the regular season. And the positivity and the upbeat approach of this team is just as evident now as it was on day 1 of practice.
It really was, John, and we've talked a lot about that, but it bears repeating. The coaching staff has never had to coach effort, and when you're down and you're in a ditch, and this team has been during conference play, that's hard to do. And they've been able to do that. The effort's always been there. Execution, not so much, but they understand what their growing edges are, and they're continuing to work on those every single day. Coach Drew said it before Arizona State. It's the next game, then inside the game it's the next possession, then the next possession, and that's their approach. And every time they get an opportunity to get better, that I think is the goal. And if it ends up allowing them to beat number 2 in the country tonight, great.
Well, let's hear from Cam Carr, Baylor's leading scorer on the season. Visited with him yesterday and asked about what about the momentum? How much needed was that win over Arizona State on Saturday?
Welcome back at halftime. As we have mentioned, Premier ER and Urgent Care, our game sponsor today. Joining us now is Dr. Jason Bryant, the medical director for Premier ER and Urgent Care. Jason,
okay.
Hey, thanks for having me. I really appreciate it. It's a delight to sponsor and be a part of the Baylor Athletics.
We appreciate the partnership a great deal. Tell us what sets Premier ER and Urgent Care apart from other healthcare providers.
We'll cue up Cam Carr, and we'll hear from him coming up in just a moment. Just give us a good chance to remind you that Premier ER and Urgent Care is our game sponsor tonight. Premier ER and Urgent Care is the place to go when you're not sure where to go. Open 24/7.
Okay, we're ready.
Just a short walk across campus. No appointment necessary. Just walk in. Visit premier.care to learn more. Premier ER and Urgent Care, your around-the-clock provider of Baylor athletics.
We're ready.
All right, let's hear now from Cam Carr. Ask him about the momentum coming off that much-needed win over Arizona State on Saturday.
Yeah, no, it definitely does. It feels good to win.
Good. Smile on your
Sorry about that. I don't know how that happened, but I thought I hit the right one.
Just like I said, I've been emphasizing all your carryovers, important, learning what we did that made us successful, and bringing it into the next game and implementing our will early and start the second half.
Good. You guys came from behind, too, to win down by 8 at halftime. That's a really good sign.
Yeah, no, and we also didn't have a very good first half, and so it was just honestly, we knew we were going to play better basketball in the second half and just trusting the coaches and trusting each other. So that's what we were emphasizing at halftime.
What has to happen tonight? I would think you have to have 2 really good halves to beat Arizona.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We definitely do. I'm excited.
What is the challenge? What's the biggest challenge with this Arizona team?
Probably their size. Defensively, they're a really good defensive team, and they put a lot of pressure at the rim going downhill and doing a good job facilitating and finding each other on cuts and rebounding. That's going to be the biggest thing is offensive rebound, defensive rebounding.
Yeah. Good. Have a great game. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
It's Cam Carr, Baylor's leading scorer on the year, the redshirt sophomore from Eden Prairie, Minnesota, transferred to Baylor from Tennessee. He's at 17.4 points per game in Big 12 play. That is 9th best in the Big 12 conference scoring-wise. And I did a radio interview in Tucson today. They said, what about Cam Carr? And I said, well, Baylor needs him to score to have a chance to win. It's pretty basic, isn't it?
It's pretty basic. But, John, in this league, he has been a marked man. I mean, because obviously he's the go-to guy, provides most of the offensive firepower. I'd say he and Tunde Yesufu, and lately Isaac Williams. So he knew in every game that he played he was going to be a marked man. He's got a target on his back. But he still persevered, and every time we interview him, John, it really doesn't matter what the situation is. He's upbeat, he's positive. It's really inspirational. You could hear it in his voice in that brief clip you did with him.
Yep, great to visit with Cam Carr, and he and the Bears taking on the number 2 team in the nation, the Arizona Wildcats, tonight here in Waco. Well, it's a big night in a lot of ways, big matchup for the Bears. Also tonight, we are going to recognize and honor you, Pat Nunley, tonight. This is your 45th year doing Baylor broadcast. We don't take that for granted. That's a tremendous accomplishment. And we've got some surprises in store for you coming up this evening. So this is going to be fun, Pat. And if you'll indulge us, we'll just celebrate your career and make the point. This is by no means a retirement send-off. This is just
that's
a
good.
Milestone.
That was my next question.
Yeah,
okay,
I want to
good.
make sure.
Right.
This is a milestone along the way, year 45 for you.
Well, I don't think about that. I really don't. I don't count the years. To me, the start of a basketball season is just the next year. It's the next time we play. And so I'm anxious to see what you guys have up your sleeves tonight. What I will say, without knowing that, is that you're way too good to me. Thank you in advance.
It'll be fun, and it'll be fun to celebrate over the course of the night. Take a break. When we come back, our pregame visit with Bears head coach Scott Drew. It's Baylor and Arizona coming up here in Foster Pavilion. Tonight's game presented by Premier ER and Urgent Care. We're also brought to you by Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, proud championship partner of Baylor Athletics. Our visit with Coach Drew when we come back on the Conecuh Sausage Countdown to Tip-Off here on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Planning a new or used vehicle purchase? Drive the lane with First Central Credit Union's easy online application.
John.
Winning season with First Central's full court.
Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. I hit the wrong hotkey and I didn't realize it. These drop-ins, do you want to call for them or do you want to play them out of breaks? Or
Own policy requirement.
Okay.
Remember,
Let's do the first one after break. So Coach Drew plays here.
Yep.
Play the first one coming out of break.
Baylor fan.
Okay.
To keep it cool this season, Ice and Easy delivers premium ice light and fast. From tailgate restaurants, construction, concerts, and races, Ice and Easy have
whatever we've got left over. Okay.
or workday. Keep your drinks cold and your
All right.
All right.
Ice and Easy.
So the first
Okay.
one, and you can just go
You chill.
in order.
Proud supporter of the Baylor Bears.
Yeah, I'll just do them in order, and I'm going to keep track of that.
We don't just build trucks. We build something that's meant to
thank you.
last. That's what
Thank you. We're going to get better.
All right.
isn't just
And to add to the pressure, one of my Baylor classmates is listening tonight. He's a radio guy. His roommate passed away, and I called him to let him know. And he said, "What are you doing?" And I told him, and he said, "Well, I'll be listening." He's a radio guy. He lives in he's in Kentucky. He's in your home state. He's the one that I told you about that's in Bowling Green.
Yeah, very cool.
the 2026 Toyota.
Every minute.
Okay.
Texas, driven everywhere. Test drive at your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com today.
Right now, qualified lessees can lease a rugged new 2026 Tundra SR5 for $519 a month for 36 months, with $49.99 due at signing. Toyota, let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trim. See Toyota.com for offer details. Offer available in select states and ends 3/2/26.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Welcome back inside Foster Pavilion. Let's continue on our pregame show visit now with Bears head coach Scott Drew. Quick turnaround from Saturday to play Arizona tonight, but pretty good momentum, I would guess, coming off the win on Saturday.
Well, I think first and foremost, we want to thank the crowd again for helping us get that win. And I know after losing 4 in a row, everybody was really excited to have a chance to get a win. And now the challenge is, can we keep it rolling? And whenever you play a team that's won 23 games in a row, you know they're pretty good because they tied our record of most wins in a row and in the Big 12. So excited to see what we can do Tuesday night.
The win over Arizona State, a lot of good things. Crowd really spurred you on. You'll have that crowd again tonight. Your defense was really good, and you came from behind to win that game, which was huge.
Well, that was something that we had talked about. We were actually 0-12 on the year when we did not lead at halftime. So we've been close several times, but I know our guys, they fight hard to the end, and that bothered all of us that we haven't been able to come back and get a win. So I'm glad we were able to check that off. Haven't beaten the top 25 team yet this year. We'd love to check that off tonight as well.
Yeah, this is number 2 coming in tonight. How about the defense? Did you see steps forward again in your defense?
Well, I think our defense, first of all, it starts with our offense. If we're turning the ball over, there is no defense, and if you're taking bad shots, there's no defense. And against Arizona State, we had 13 turnovers, which is too many, but it's not 19. And second half, we had 11 assists, 5 turnovers. If you can do that, now you're setting your defense. And in the Big 12, if you don't have a set defense, I mean, transition 1-on-0 breaks and 2-on-1, 3-on-2 are hard to stop. So you take away the fouls at the end of the second half. We really did a tremendous job, and hopefully we can carry that over tonight.
Good. How about Arizona? This is a team that, like you said, won 23 straight to start the year. They were number 1 in the nation. Now they're back up to number 2, just beat Houston. It seemed like they got all the pieces, don't they?
Well, what they have is not only talented players and obviously a lot of experienced ones, but really a physical team. Great size, great physicality, more like an NBA team. So first and foremost for us, we got to do a great job in keeping them off the glass, trying to keep them out of the paint. Unlike most college teams that rely on the three-point shot, they really rely on bully ball inside. So we got to do a great job. They have the number 1 rebounder in the country per minute played, Toby Awaka, and Krivas is a 7'2" giant. So those are grown men inside.
Yeah, I think they're last in the league in either 3 points made or 3 points attempted, but they don't need that. They don't depend on that much.
No, and that probably leads to their consistency, because we all know with threes they fall, they don't. The fact that they can 2-foot shots usually go in, and they get a lot of them.
Yeah. All right, final thought. You've been here a long time, 23rd year here at Baylor. Almost double that, and Pat Nunley is in his 45th year doing the Baylor broadcast. We're honoring and recognizing Pat tonight.
Pat Nunley is a fixture of Baylor basketball. Not only was he an outstanding player here, but the way he's represented our program and this university, we're really blessed to have him. And I know you've enjoyed your time working with him. I know our team has enjoyed learning from him. He's actually even done some chapel services, which have been tremendous. So a true blessing. 45 years is remarkable. And he's like a fine wine. He never gets any older. I mean, he looks like he still can go out and play. Maybe that's why he was asking for his last year and some NIL money. I don't know.
That's great. It would be so appropriate to get a win for Pat on this night over Arizona. Good luck.
There's nothing we would rather do than get a win to honor him.
Coach, thanks. We'll talk to you after the game.
Thank you, Baylor fans.
Baylor coach Scott Drew. It's Baylor in Arizona coming up here in Foster Pavilion. More of our pregame show. In fact, Pat's keys to the game when we come back. Keep it here on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Hi, I'm Jim Turner at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. As we celebrate our 10th year anniversary, I want to say thank you to all of our customers. Our dealership is more than a business to me. That's why when you come see us for a reliable new Chevy or award-winning service, we treat you like family. Come see our new collision center, now open to serve you even better for many years to come. Enjoy the game, then come see us at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. Together, let's drive.
Hey y'all, it's Jackie Marshall from Baylor Football. You probably know Goodwill for their stores. Trust me, I've scored some fun finds here. But here's the real deal. When you donate or shop at Heart of Texas Goodwill, you're helping people right here in the community get jobs, training, or even a high school diploma. HOT Goodwill celebrating 70 years strong and still changing lives through the power of work. That's something
All right,
worth
Doctor, you'll
celebrating.
play number
Donate,
one coming
shop.
out of this break.
Yeah,
That's
I will.
Thank you.
Hellberg Barbecue is a family-owned business started here in Waco, Texas, and proud to serve the local area. They love to cater all kinds of events, big and small. Serving Baylor and its families is one of their favorite things, and they even ship barbecue nationwide. Check them out while here in Waco or online and support one of Waco's local barbecue restaurants, Hellberg Barbecue. Salt, pepper, and a whole lot of prayer.
Are you tired of slow internet? Are data caps and throttling making it impossible to stream your favorite shows and movies? If so, it sounds like it's time to switch to NextLink Internet. With NextLink, there are no data caps and no throttling, just super fast internet speeds, up to 1 gig over wireless in some areas. Plus, NextLink is an official partner of Baylor Athletics. So don't wait another minute. Give NextLink a call or go online to nextlinkinternet.com to see what special offers are available to you. Blazing fast internet is just a click or phone call away. Sick 'em, Bears.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball. Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Hey, this is Brian Estridge at TCU, and I'm congratulating Pat Nunley on an amazing 45-year run at Baylor. 1981? I was 11, dude. You think about it, the personal computer was invented and kind of introduced to the world in 1981. Pat, you should really think about learning how to turn one on, buddy, just to see if it might be able to help you at all. Through thick and thin, through good times and bad times, you've been there at John Morris's side, really carrying the broadcast, let's just be honest, for the last 30 years. Pat, you're a true gentleman, terrific broadcaster. I tell people this all the time. Best analyst in the league is Pat Nunley. Honored to call you a friend. Congratulations on 45 years. Sick 'em Bears.
There you go, Brian Estridge.
You should have given me some notice. I mean, I'm a little choked up, to be honest with you.
That was very nice from Brian.
Yeah.
And there's more to come.
Well, he was off to a great start, and then he started getting into that computer stuff, and you ought to get, so thanks, Brian.
Yeah,
no, that's well, it means a lot.
Very good.
Sure
We're honoring
does.
Pat tonight, 45 years on the Baylor broadcast, and many more to come. Let's continue on the Conecuh Sausage Countdown to tip-off. Pat, how about the keys to the game? How are the Bears going to pull off one of the biggest upsets in school history tonight?
Well, John, when we started the broadcast, my comment was you look through the roster and the statistics and their history, and what are they not great at? Well, they're great, really good at just about everything, but they are statistically a poor three-point shooting team this year, just 32%. They really haven't needed to be accurate out there. In fact, out of 361 college basketball teams, Arizona is 358 in three-point field goals attempted per game. That's 16 a game. So best you can, exploit that weakness. You got to keep the ball out of the lane, double downs from the perimeter. You got to own your matchups, keep Burries and some of those other, Bradley, those guards on the perimeter from getting into the lane. That's where they want to do their damage. Got to keep them outside the perimeter. And then, John, it's a common theme, really. It's been a bit of an Achilles heel for this team. You have to take care of the ball. They just really have no chance in a game like tonight if they have too many live ball turnovers. And in this game, too, this is an elite defensive team. In fact, number 2 in the nation in defensive rebounds. You can't squander possessions. You have to take advantage of every one of those. Turnovers really fight against that. And then we saw a little bit of an improvement in the area of just getting better shots against Arizona State. Interesting, in each of Baylor's 4 conference wins, they have shot the ball really well. I think they'll have to do that again tonight. And actually, high field goal percentage is directly correlated to shot quality, therefore get better shots.
All right, very good. There's the road map. That's the path for Baylor to get a win over the second-ranked team in the nation, the Arizona Wildcats. Take a break, and when we come back on the Conecuh Sausage Countdown to tip-off, we will give you our starting lineups and tip it off, Bears and Wildcats. We are brought to you by Conecuh Sausage, made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true hickory smoked southern flavor. Conecuh Sausage is always great on the grill and perfect for tailgating. Pick up a pack and enjoy your family's favorite recipes at any meal of the day. Conecuh Sausage, a game day tradition, and the official smoked sausage of the Baylor Bears. Tonight's game is also presented by Premier ER and Urgent Care. Premier ER and Urgent Care is the place to go when you're not sure where to go. Open 24/7 and just a short walk across campus. No appointment necessary, just walk in. Visit premier.care to learn more. Premier ER and Urgent Care, your around-the-clock provider of Baylor athletics. Nearing the top of the hour, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. Back in 10 seconds on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
From the ESPN studios, this is KRZI Waco.
Thank you.
So funny.
DC Waco.
So funny.
BV Temple. ESPN Central
Buddy, you might want
Texas.
to turn that thing on.
Now our final pregame break. We're back with the starting lineups in the opening tip. Baylor and Arizona coming up on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Let's go, Central Texas. President's Day sales event means big savings on brand new vehicles at Allen Samuels in Waco. Check out the all-new, completely redesigned 2026 Jeep Cherokee, and don't miss the all-new Dodge Charger 6-pack, because that 6-pack is built to run fast and hard. From everyday capability to pure performance, now is the time to buy and save big at Allen Samuels, your friend in the car business. Come by, let's be friends.
Have you been to the new location of Green Eye Associates yet? You'll still receive the same award-winning service and excellent care from Dr. Green and her dedicated optometrists and staff. But now conveniently located in Woodway, right off of Highway 84. Come see the expanded optical showroom and be sure to ask about innovative services like IPL treatments for dry eye symptoms and the brand new Sports Vision technology. Green Eye Associates, the official optometrists of Baylor Athletics.
You hear that? That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar, the better tasting, more refreshing Zero Sugar Cola. Listen to that endless pour. Pure refreshment. If it sounds this good, just imagine how it tastes. Oh yeah, so good. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
Do you want to earn points while cheering on your favorite Baylor teams? Join Baylor Bold Rewards. Track your attendance on the Baylor Sports app across athletic events and earn points towards prizes and experiences. Download the Baylor Sports app or register online today at BaylorBoldRewards.com and start earning your points today.
This is Baylor men's basketball.
Drop the confetti in the Farrell Center.
On the Baylor Sports Media Network. Today's game is brought to you by Premier ER and Urgent Care. Feel better now. Get ready. Tip-off is just moments away. Now, alongside Hall of Famer Pat Nunley, here is the voice of the Bears, John Morris.
Back inside Foster Pavilion, nearing tip-off. Let's let you listen in now to our pregame invocation.
Baylor graduate and CEO of the Light app, leading in the Christian AI space.
Please bow your heads with me. Father, we just thank you for such a beautiful day. We praise you for your grace, your steadfast love, and the hope that you give us through your Son, Jesus Christ, who died on the cross for the forgiveness of our sins and rose from the dead. We lift up this game, the student athletes, families, friends, and fans. We pray that we will glorify you in all that we do and ask specifically for safety and protection against injury. We ask that you would give us humility and that you would increase and we would decrease. We pray all this in your Son, Jesus' name. Amen.
Man, love that we can do that.
And now, let's meet tonight's.
And now let's give you our starting lineups this evening. It's brought to you by Baylor Scott & White, Southwest Sports Medicine and Orthopedics, bringing the home team advantage to Central Texans. For the visitors from Tucson, the Arizona Wildcats, number 2 in the nation, leading the Big 12 with a 12-2 conference mark. Point guard is a good one, Jaden Bradley, 6'3" senior from Rochester, New York. Transfer from Alabama, in league games averaging 13.5 points, 3.5 rebounds, and 4.7 assists per game for Jaden Bradley. Two guard is one of the great freshmen in this league, Braden Burries, 6'4" freshman from San Bernardino, California. In conference play, 16.5 points, 5.9 rebounds, and 1.6 steals per game for the freshman Braden Burries. Also for Arizona, starting is one of the big guys, and we say one because they have several. Ivan Karchinkov, 6'7" freshman from Munich, Germany, 11.5 points, 4 rebounds per game, averaging 17 points, 8 rebounds the last 2 for the Wildcats. Motias Krivas, 7'2" junior from Lithuania, averaging 10.5 points, 8.7 rebounds per game. He's got 50 block shots on the year. And Tobe Owaka, 6'8 senior from Hyde Park, New York, transfer from Tennessee, 9.5 points, 8.8 rebounds per game in conference play, 5th leading rebounder in the Big 12 in league games. 5 starters for Coach Tommy Lloyd in his 5th season at Arizona. The former longtime assistant to Mark Few at Gonzaga has a 137-35 record in now his 5th season at Arizona. Bears will start this way tonight. Obi Agmam at the point, 6'3", 5th-year player from Aurora, Colorado. Transfer from Wyoming, averaging 11 points, 2.5 rebounds, 2.8 assists per game in Big 12 play. Isaac Williams IV, 6'1" sophomore from Oklahoma City. He's a transfer from A&M Corpus Christi. Nice streak, 15.5 points over the last 4 games. His averaging 8.3 points per game in Big 12 play. Tunde Yesufu, 6'5" freshman from Benin, another of the outstanding freshmen in this league. 12th leading scorer in conference games, only 17.3 points per game, 5.5 rebounds per game for Tunde Yesufu. 10 points away from 500 on the season in this his true freshman season. Cameron Carr to start for the Bears, 6'5" sophomore from Eden Prairie, Minnesota, transfer from Tennessee. Baylor's leading scorer, 17.4 points per game. That is 4th best in the Big 12 in league games. He's Baylor's leading rebounder in conference games, only 5.9 rebounds per game and 3.1 assists per game. He's Baylor's leading assist man in conference play also. And Caden Powell to start at the 5, 6'9" senior from Midway High School by way of Rice to Baylor. He is averaging 6.5 points, 5 rebounds. He has 28 block shots on the year, does Caden Powell. 5 starters for Coach Scott Drew in his 23rd season at Baylor, 24th as a Division I head coach. Baylor's all-time winningest coach and coach of the 2021 national champions. Our starters brought to you by Baylor Scott & White, Southwest Sports Medicine and Orthopedics. From injury prevention to enhanced recovery, team up with us to get back in the game.
You know, John, in this day and age of the transfer portal, it's an oddity that Arizona brought 1 player from the portal to this team this year. In fact, the guy they brought in doesn't get a lot of minutes. And what they did, though, was go internationally and get, when they went their backyard, to get Brandon Burries, who's a freshman. He'll start tonight. Another freshman will start tonight, and that's Karchinkov. Koa Pete will not play. He's a freshman. He's injured. So it's just a matter of going out and getting the right guys that'll blend into this program. And Karchinkov, you think of him as being a freshman. Well, last season he played in Germany's very top league professionally. So with the way things are going with NIL and all of that and college basketball in the States, you're going to see an influx. And we have seen an influx of international players coming over here to play and get NIL money, which many times is better than they're making professionally overseas. And you're going to see 2 or 3 of them on this lineup, in this lineup tonight.
A little different, isn't it? 6 freshmen by Tommy Lloyd to add to this roster. Jaden Bradley is the old hand, if you will, for these Wildcats. Their leading assist man. Arizona wears the Navy uniforms, red numerals, white name, and Arizona on the front. Baylor in the home white, green trimmed uniforms, green numerals on the front and back, name on the back, and Baylor in block letters on the front. Our 3 officials tonight, Doug Sermons, Doug Schowles, and Lee Castle. And here we go, Baylor and Arizona. Bears taking on the number 2 team in the nation. Tip controlled by Krivas, and Arizona has the ball first. They'll shoot to the basket to our right here in the first half. Crowd is into it. Students are into it from the opening tip. There's a lob to Krivas in a double-team trap. Tried to pass it out of there. Knocked out of bounds by Baylor.
And Jonas was talking about when we gave our keys to the game, they're going to double down from the perimeter because when Krivas catches it there, he's 7'2", 260, and you got to make him throw it out of there. And if there is a weakness in Arizona's game, it's their inability to make a lot of threes.
They say a kicked ball, so they put 20 on the shot clock. Bradley dribbles to the paint. Gives the ball to Karchenko. Now back outside to Bradley. Bradley will launch a 3, and it is good. Oh, it's a 2-pointer. Doug Sermon says a 2-pointer, and the first points of the night go the way of the Arizona Wildcats.
Well, just when I say this is not a real accurate three-point shooting team, Bradley nails one. Bradley is a 27% three-point shooter, so scouting report says give him that shot, or at least when you're trying to pick your poison, let them have that before they go deep into the lane.
They'll look at it next time out to see if it was a 2 or a 3. For Baylor, here's Yesufu, top of the key. Puts the ball on the ground, drives, runner, and it falls in for Tunde Yesufu.
It's a matchup they like. He was guarded by Awaka. 6'9", 255 is Awaka. And they feel like, at least on that side of the floor, if he's going to pull him out from the perimeter, Yesufu I'm talking about, he's got a good chance.
There's a 3 from the left corner. That is good. That is Jaden Bradley. So, Pat, we don't expect to see many threes tonight, but there's one by Bradley.
You know, when I said a minute ago he's 27%, he is 22% from a three-point line in conference play.
It's a 5-2 lead for the Wildcats. Yesufu launches a 3. It's no good. Long rebound. Bradley has it. Runs into the front court for Arizona. Wildcats coming off a win over Houston in Houston on Saturday, 73-68. Around the perimeter it goes. Burries now on the right side with the ball. Looks to drive on Isaac Williams. Pull-up jumper in the paint is no good. Loose ball run down by Obi Agba. Ahead to Carr. Carr. And traffic there, runs into an Arizona defender. And the ball goes out of bounds. There's no foul call, just out of bounds off Carr.
You know, there's a lot of contact, and I think the message to Cameron Carr has been, look, get the bucket first. And he's going to the glass looking for contact. And I thought there was enough there to get him to the free throw line. But the idea is get the bucket first, worry about the contact later.
So Arizona with the ball, leading 5-2 over the Bears. 2 minutes, 15 seconds into the first half. Give to Krivas, top of the key. Archinkov will launch a 3. It's no good. Already seen more threes than I thought we would.
Well, that's the game plan defensively for the Bears.
Miss on that 3. Yesufu into the front court. Back outside with the pass to Obi Agbam. Looks to drive, cut off. Back to Yesufu. 3. Yes! 3 rolls in. Got the shooter's touch for Yesufu.
And that's his third shot in the game, John. That's a really good sign. He's the kind of guy explosive enough, could really make a difference in a game like this one.
5-5 tie nearing the 17-minute mark. Down low, it's Krivas, and he is fouled by Baylor's Tunde Yesufu. Krivas will go to the free throw line. First personal on Yesufu, first team foul on the Bears.
You know, and that's the problem. I mean, when he catches it that deep in the deep low post and you don't get any help from the perimeter, you're going to have to foul him or something. He is just really skilled, and he's huge. 7'2", 260.
Yeah. At the line, and a good free throw shooter, 79% in Big 12 play, 13th best in the league, and first one is good by Krivas. Coming off a subpar game for him, had only 4 points, 5 rebounds, and fouled out against Houston on Saturday.
You made the point earlier, John. You've already seen 50% of Arizona's shots from beyond the three-point line. Now, one of those was counted as just a 2, but that's the game plan. Just got to make Arizona do something that they haven't proven themselves to be great at, and that's making threes.
Caden Powell comes to the bench. Here is James Nagy on the floor for Baylor. First time tonight, 17-11 on the clock, first half. 7-5 lead for the Arizona Wildcats. Isaac Williams brings it into the front court. Gives it away to Agbam, right back to Williams. Stands on the BU at midcourt. Angles to the right side, passes right to Yesufu for 3. No good, skips over the rim. Had a good look, Bradley the rebound, up the floor, getting back to knock the ball out of bounds is Tunde Yesufu.
Yeah, great effort that time by Yesufu, who, John, took a shot at the other end from deep in the corner, and he had to run 94 feet to keep Arizona from getting an easy transition bucket in the fast break.
How about that? He was hustling to get back. Tried to get it to Awaka for the breakaway. Inbounds, knocked away and stolen by Baylor. May have been Nagy who got the ball loose. So it's Baylor's ball down 7-5, 16:40 on the clock, first half. Williams into the paint. Now to Carr, back to Williams. Open look at a 3, and it's good.
John, that guy, Williams, is a 58% field goal shooter in his last 4 games, averaging just under 16 points a game. He's been phenomenal.
8-7, Baylor leads on the 3 by Isaac Williams. Awaka, top of the key, puts the ball on the floor, drives in, up with the left hand, no. Krivas, tip, no. Rebound, Obi Agbam. Agbum into the front court for the Bears. Lobs for Najee. Head fake, shot up, way too strong, no good. Previs was there defensively. That's a big old 7-2 frame in front of him. There's a runner and a shot that is good by Burries, but a foul. And the shot will count, and the foul is on O.B. Agbum.
That's one thing Arizona does really well, because they're such great defensive rebounders. They can start off of a defensive rebound. That fuels transition opportunities for them, and Bradley and Burries in the open floor are as good as it gets.
Timeout on the floor, 15:57 to play, first half. Arizona leads Baylor 9-8. You're listening to Baylor Bear Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Bluebonnet Health Services has been caring for Central Texans since 2004. Bluebonnet is locally owned and operated, which allows them the most interaction with patients each and every day, promoting compassionate care and integrity. They provide hands-on attention to their patients through a staff with years of experience. Bluebonnet Health Services provides home health care, supportive care, and hospice. Remember, it's your health, your choice. Ask your doctor for Bluebonnet Health Services.
We don't just build trucks. We build something that's meant to last. That's why the 2026 Toyota Tundra isn't just built in Texas. It's built by Texas, which means the Tundra is built to tough it out and to take it easy. Built to carry tradition and to make new ones. Built to roll with the punches and to go the distance. Built stronger, built louder, built here. The 2026 Toyota Tundra. Built in Texas, driven everywhere. Test drive at your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com today.
Right now, qualified lessees can lease a rugged new 2026 Tundra SR5 for $519 a month for 36 months.
The shot by zero at 19:30 was ruled a two-point shot on the floor. By rule, that can be reviewed at the media timeout. After review, that is now ruled a three-point shot. A point has been added to Arizona's score.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Hi, it's John Walters with Iowa State, and I have the pleasure of working daily with Eric Heft, who is our color analyst for Iowa State basketball games in his 47th year. And so I know a thing or two about working with a great partner for a long time. And man, it's so exciting to hear that Pat Nunley is in his 45th year calling Baylor basketball. Nobody cares more about the game. Nobody brings more joy and passion to the broadcast than Pat does. I love listening to him. I love listening to Pat and John call the games. I love the energy they bring, and it comes right through the radio at me. And I just wish you, Pat, the very best on year number 45, number 46, 47. I hope it goes on and on and on, because you're one of the best in the business.
Very nice. John Walters from Iowa State.
You know, John, I'm supposed to do color commentary over here. I'm almost speechless. I mean, and we're only two in.
Yeah.
Again, just so heartwarming. You and I have talked about this. There really is a fraternity among Big 12 broadcasters. Yeah. And so I'm hearing that, and I can picture John saying that. And I know Eric Heft obviously very well. So it's just it really personalizes their message to know that we've spent time together, and when we're not playing one another, we're rooting for one another across the league.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Pretty cool. More to come, Pat. We celebrate Pat and his 45th season doing Baylor basketball. As we said with Coach Drew, the night would be complete if Baylor could get a win. They added a point to Arizona's point total during the break. That first shot by Braden Burries was a 3, not a 2, so it's 10-8. Burries shooting a free throw out of the timeout. He misses it, and it's Baylor's ball the other way. Dan Skillings Jr. on the floor for the first time tonight. Here's Carr, 3 straight away.
There it is.
Hit the ram bounce straight up and in for Cameron Carr.
You know, he's the kind of guy, he's got to see one go in, and when he does see it, usually there are more to follow. It's a good way for him to get kicked off in this game. His first three goes.
It's 11-10, Baylor on top. For Arizona, Anthony Delorso is on the floor. Here's a 3 left wing. That's no good by Bradley. Rebound Bears. Bears holding their own rebounding-wise so far. Here's Williams in the paint. Lofts it up there. Caden Powell jumped like it might be an alley-oop, but it went in for Isaac Williams.
You know, that's why he's scoring 16 a game over his last 4 games. He is so confident. And now a quick travel. on Karchinkov, I believe it is. But just to finish that thought, Isaac Williams' progression, I think, has been fueled by his confidence. He sees some shot going down. He's able to get the ball into the rim, finish in traffic. That last play by him is a good example of that.
So Baylor ball leading 13-10. Here's Carr, mid-range jumper. It is good. Carr, like you said, his first one went in. That adds to it. He's got 5. Baylor leads by 5, 15-10. Burries dribbles on the perimeter. Way outside the arc. Burries gives to Bradley on the right wing. Back to Burries. He'll drive, layup, good. Got to the rim with the left-hand lay-in.
Talk about shifty. And that guy, John, is 6'4", 205. I mean, his first step, because he is so strong, you've got to be there before he takes that step, or he's going to turn the corner right on you, and he did it that time.
And a freshman from San Bernardino, California. Baylor ball, dangerous cross-court pass. Carr to Williams, drives under the bucket, passes outside to Skillings, to Yesufu, head fake. Knocks the ball loose, got it back, leans into the shot. It is no good. Kind of forced that one a little bit, and the rebound down to the Wildcats. Burries up the right side of the floor. Karchinkov, top of the key. Now to Del Orso. Give it on the left side to Jaden Bradley. Bradley will give to Karchinkov. He'll flip the ball right side, head fake by Bradley. Looks to drive, cut off outside. Del Orso's 3. No good, front iron. Great rebounding position by Caden Powell. He is fouled from behind by C.D. Gay just on the floor. Gay is 6'11", freshman from Senegal, picks up foul number 1.
You know, Bradley has gotten a couple of threes down in this game, just a 22% three-point shooter. That time, that possession, he turned down a 3. So that shows you what he's really looking to do is power drive that ball into the lane. He's going to turn down threes more than a really good shooter would for sure.
It's 15-12, Baylor on top. Nice move by Isaac Williams. He wheels around Del Orso and lays it in.
You know, he's just become a different player. He's got 7 in the game. He's got 7 of Baylor's 17.
Karchinkov looks to drive. He is fouled on the floor by Dan Skillings Jr. First personal on Skillings, 13 foul on the Bears, who lead at 17-12 with 13-12 on the clock, first half. Tremendous move there by Isaac Williams to get that last bucket. As Pat said, he's got 7. He's averaged 15.5 points a game the last 4 for Baylor. Arizona inbounds, ball in the hands of Tobe Awaka. Now cross court to Burries. Gets the screen from Awaka. Back to Del Orso, top of the key. Del Orso looks to drive, 5 to shoot. Baseline jumper, no good. Bears have the rebound surrounded, and Isaac Williams brings it down.
Yeah, he's doing everything, and Williams now, again, to the basket. And a kick out to Carr, but he is a threat to score.
Carr will run in. His right-hand runner is good for Cam Carr. Baylor leads by 7, 19-12.
Bears have made 7 of their first 11 shots. We talked about getting better shots. You'll shoot a higher percentage. Make that now, John, 8 of 12 from the floor.
Great start for the Bears. Three-pointer, right corner. That one is no good. The miss by Evan Nelson. Rebound by Dan Skillings. Bears look to add to their 7-point lead. Carr a 3. It is no good. Maybe a little off balance, top of the key. Rebound to Waka. Awaka gives the ball to Braden Burries into the front court. Awaka center of the floor to Nelson on the right side. Tommy Lloyd signals the play, holds 4 fingers in the air to signal the play to his team. Now a drive, somehow Karchinkov got past, I guess that was Ratai, and he lays it in.
Yeah, and there was just no weak side help. I don't think they're really worried about Karchinkov as a passer, but that time nobody made him change directions. He laid it in easily.
It's 19-14. Bears lead by 5 over the Wildcats. Give to Ratai, left wing. Carr on the floor, gets up, back in the play. Skillings wearing that brace on his left knee, gives to Agbum. Back to Skillings for 3, no good, front iron. Oh, but Ratai is there for the rebound and the putback.
You know, those are hard misses to rebound. It was a long 3 from Ratai, and it barely hit the front of the rim. I'm sorry, from whoever shot it, and it was Ratai that rebounded it, took it right off of his numbers.
Skillings missed the 3, Ratai was there. Here's a drive in by Burries, missed the layup, but he was fouled. Foul's going to be called on Baylor. Free throws for Arizona following a timeout. Foul is on Isaac Williams. That is his first, team's fourth. Timeout comes with 11:09 to play, first half. Our score, Baylor 21, Arizona 14. You're listening to Baylor Big 12 basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Premier ER and Urgent Care has all the convenience of urgent care with all the expertise of an ER, all under one roof. At every visit, be seen by ER-trained staff with on-site lab and CT, X-ray, ultrasound, and EKG. Here, you pay for the appropriate level of care that you receive, and we are in network with most major insurance providers. Premier ER and Urgent Care has 4 convenient locations serving Texas: San Marcos, Temple, Waco, and Woodway. To learn more, visit www.premier.care.
Serving Texas since 2007, Magnolia Realty is a full-service brokerage led by expert industry knowledge and a commitment to community. With kindness and integrity at the forefront, every agent is equipped to help you navigate the market and make the real estate journey your own. Whether buying or selling, feel supported with an award-winning agent at your side from first offer to contract and close. Magnolia Realty serves cities including Waco, Dallas, Fort Worth, Austin, San Antonio, Temple. Learn more at magnoliarealty.com.
Hi, I'm Jim Turner at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. As we celebrate our 10th year anniversary, I want to say thank you to all of our customers. Our dealership is more than a business to me. That's why when you come see us for a reliable new Chevy or award-winning service, we treat you like family. Come see our new collision center, now open to serve you even better for many years to come. Enjoy the game, then come see us at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. Together, let's drive.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Pat, this is John Holcomb with the Cowboy Radio Network. Congratulations on 45 years behind the mic. Can't believe you started this job when you were 40, and you sure don't look that old. In all seriousness, you're a great broadcaster, an even better person. Glad to call you a friend. Congrats again.
Very nice. Thank you, John. Up in Stillwater, we continue to honor and recognize Pat at the game tonight. 45 years kind of says it all.
It does. I guess I could say I started young.
Yes.
But, you know, really, John, I've been doing this my entire adult life when you think about it.
Yeah,
I started when I was 22.
That's true.
And it just so intertwined, this life, you know, doing the basketball thing, and then you know, my personal life, they are so intertwined. That's why I think I lose track of the years, because it's just, okay, it's time to do it again. Let's go. Yeah. But it is so heartwarming to hear from those guys, and all of them I have the highest regard for.
Very nice. More to come.
Yeah.
21-14, Baylor leads over Arizona. 11:09 on the clock, first half. Tonight's game is presented by Premier ER and Urgent Care. Place to go when you're not sure where to go. Open 24/7, just a short walk across campus. No appointment necessary, just walk in. Visit premier.care to learn more. Premier ER and Urgent Care, your around-the-clock provider of Baylor athletics.
Now, John, the Bears obviously shooting it really well. 9 of 15, they made 3 of 7 threes. Compare that to the Wildcats, 5 of 13, 2 of 6 from the three-point line. But to me, the biggest stat in the ballgame right now is the rebounding battle. Nobody out-rebounds Arizona. The number 2 defensive rebounding team in the country, and right now the Bears have out-rebounded them 10-5 at the 11:09 mark, and the Bears are up by 7 because they're shooting it well, and it's pretty well one and done for Arizona on their offensive end.
Pretty amazing. Murray's shooting free throws as play resumes. He is their best free throw shooter at 82% in conference play. First one's good. Suffice to say, Arizona has only been out-rebounded once all year, and that was by 2 against Houston on Saturday.
Yeah.
Every other team they played, they've out-rebounded.
Well, and this is a team, Arizona, you talk about offensively how good they are. They held Houston scoreless for 10 minutes in the second half of their game the other night.
2 free throws by Burries makes it a 5-point game. 21-16, Bears on top. 10:53 and counting first half. Williams, top of the key, gives to Ratai. Looks to drive. He is cut off by Krivas. To Williams, no look pass, cross court to Skillings. He'll drive, lost the ball, but a whistle and a foul is going to be on Krivas.
Yeah, it's a great play by Skillings. He turned down a 3, although it was a well-guarded 3, and went baseline, and he climbed right up the chest of Krivas. It's 7-2. If you don't get into his body, he's going to stand there and just pick your shots off. And Skillings was able to get it all the way to the rim. He'll get a couple of free throws as a reward.
Only the second team foul on Arizona, the first on Krivas. First free throw by Skillings rolls in good. He is 65% in Big 12 play. Dan Skillings, the Cincinnati transfer. Second one is no good. Couple of bounces on the rim and off. 6-point lead for the Bears, 22-16. Arizona in a flash into the front court. Burry's on the left side. Gives to Bradley, top of the key. Jaden Bradley, the senior point guard, the transfer from Alabama. Now back to Burry's. Now back to Bradley on the left side. Shot clock at 7. Here is Bradley trying to pass the ball, tried to loop it to Krivas, and it's knocked out of bounds by Michael Rattani.
Yeah, really good defense that time. Defensive set by the Bears. Arizona really never got inside the three-point line. Took a shot at the end and or a pass into the lane. Ball was knocked out of bounds. So Arizona will get it on the far side of the floor, about 30 feet up the sideline with 2.9 seconds to play on the shot clock.
Much time to work there. Karchinkov back into Del Orso, has to launch a three. It is an air ball, and the shot clock goes off. So a nice defensive stand by the Bears.
It does it. Not only does that fuel this team, but it gets the crowd energized. It's not easy to do. It's the number 2 team in the country that typically doesn't have a hard time getting shots, and a shot clock violation gets the Bears the ball again up by 6.
Del Orso will hear the chant of air ball the rest of the night. Here's Baylor's ball. Isaac Williams straight away to Skillings, right side. Thought about stepping into 3. Instead, gives it back to Williams. Williams will drive.
Nice.
Left-hand layup. No good, but a foul. Drove on Bradley, and Jaden Bradley whistled for his first personal.
And he'll go back to the free throw line, Williams. And one thing, John, that I think he's really improved on over the course of the year, when he came in, because he's so athletic, so strong, he had the ability to just turn the corner on people, and he became a straight line driver. Now he is shiftier. He moves with the ball much better than he did, and he's just finding different avenues to the basket, and in this case to the free throw line.
First free throw is good by Isaac Williams. 61.5% in Big 12 play. Much improved from the summer in Germany. Fair?
Abundantly fair. I think he was 48%, something like that.
Yeah.
But we knew at that point, John, he was going to be much better. Hard worker. In fact, Charlie Melton, Baylor's strength and conditioning coach, says pound for pound, Isaac Williams is the strongest player on the team.
Wow. He's got another free throw coming, and this one is good. He hit them both. He'll get a breather. Nice start to the game by Williams. He's got 9. Baylor leads by 8, 24-16. That is the biggest lead here in the first half for Baylor.
You know, the game plan defensively has worked thus far. Bears just trying to keep the ball outside the three-point line as best they can.
Here's Bradley, turns the corner, drives, reverse layup is good.
Well, just as I say that, Bradley turned the corner on Yesufu. That's not easy to do. Yesufu, one of the best on-ball defenders on this team, shows you what a quick first step Bradley has.
24-18 our score. Bears lead by 6, 9:25 to play, first half. Cameron Carr back on the floor. He'll drive in. His layup left it short, no good. But a whistle away from the ball, and an offensive foul is called on Caden Powell.
Yeah, I think he was setting a screen, trying to give, I think it almost was like a Congo screen. His Carr had beaten his player, and Powell's just trying to keep his rear end on his guy, his defender, to give Carr an open lane to the basket. Didn't work out.
First personal on Powell, 15 foul on the Bears. Here's Bradley, 17 feet out, straight away. He jumps and banks it in from there. So Jaden Bradley now has 10 in the first half. Arizona trails by 4, 24-20. Bears, Cameron Carr in the paint, draws double coverage there. Stolen away by Bradley. Up the floor, Agbam's going to foul him. Oh no, he's going to call an offensive foul on Jaden Bradley.
Well, I sure didn't see that. In fact, John, what I saw coming was Obi Agbam going after Bradley, just a goodie foul, just to kill the play, had a foul to give, and it was one-on-one in the open floor, and when the guy you're guarding who has the ball is Bradley, you're probably better served just to foul him, but he was not called for it.
You know, look at the replay. He threw his right arm up, and they might want to look at this. Hit him above the neck, and Obi Agbam's given a minute to shake the cobwebs out. I don't know. Yeah, they are. They're going to come and look at it.
Yeah.
This may be elevated to a flagrant. We'll see. But he definitely threw that right arm out, and it hit Obi Agbam definitely above the shoulder.
You know, that's an interesting play because Bradley doesn't want the foul. I mean, Bradley wants to just outrun Agbam to the other end. Agbam, I'm sure, was just trying to kill the play, but the contact was weird. And I think it was that right arm you talked about by Bradley that's questionable.
Offensive foul against 0 for Arizona. That play is under appeal for a potential flagrant foul by the coach of Baylor.
We'll see the appeal by Coach Drew. All right, we'll take a look at this. This could very well turn into a flagrant.
Well, you know, that's a good point, John. We're watching the replay here, and that right arm by Bradley looked almost unnecessary. I mean, Agbam's clearly trying to foul him, but Bradley did his right arm and just kind of put that forearm right into the left cheek of Agbam. That's what they're looking at.
I think inadvertent. You know, the one thing, any harm there, but by the letter of the law, he hit him above the neck. The officials look at it. Heard Doug Sermon say what they are looking at. And let's see if this changes to a flagrant. At the very least, it will be Baylor's basketball.
Yeah, and John, it's excessive and or unnecessary. That's one element of a flagrant one. And if that's it, this very well could be one.
After appeal, the appeal was successful. We're going to upgrade that to a flagrant 1. 5 for Baylor. Will shoot 2 shots. It'll be Baylor's ball in the backcourt with 30 seconds on the shot.
You know, Sermons likes that microphone.
Well, he explained it very well.
He did.
Well, but what a good call by Coach Drew, and I think that play happened right in front of the Baylor bench, and so they all had a really good view of it. And whether the contact was inadvertent or not, there was a lot of contact, and you could say it was excessive contact. Nothing sinister about it, but Agbam will get a couple of free throws.
First one will roll in for Obi Agbam. First point tonight. Wyoming transfer, 83% at the line in Big 12 play. Second one's good.
So think about it, John. Arizona was able to get that lead down to 4. Flagrant 1, gets a couple of free throws from Agbam, and Bears get the ball back. This could be a 4-point possession. If a 3 goes down, it's a 5-point possession with 8:42 to go in the half.
So Bears ball, Agbam feeds Skillings on the right wing. Drives out of the corner, now passes back right corner to Cam Carr. To Powell, top of the key. He'll hand it to Cam Carr. 3, no good, front iron. Arizona's Awake and Krivas are battling each other for the ball.
Got a really good look at just what an elite defensive rebounding team Arizona is. There wasn't a Baylor guy within 5-8 feet of the basket. They had it surrounded.
Arizona ball, give to Krivas. Tarchinkov drives in, nearly slipped down, got the ball to Krivas. Turnaround hook shot, right side, no good. Awake, the offensive rebound in the putback.
Yeah, it's one of the reasons they're a great rebounding team just in general. That guy is 6'9", 255, and can really move. He was the weak side rebounder.
26-22, Arizona closes it to 4 again. 7 minutes, 45 seconds to go before halftime. Carr bounces to Tunde Yesufu. Backing down Karchinkov. Turnaround jumper. No good. Missed everything. Skillings got the loose ball, and he was fouled. Tried to throw it to the rim to get 2 free throws. Foul was called on Tobe Awake, his first, team's 5th. And that will get us to a timeout with 7:37 on the clock. First half. Our score, Baylor 26, Arizona 22. You're listening to Baylor Big 12 Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Slam Dunk Cash with First Central Credit Union. Create a full court press with First Central's free checking that pays you cash back and refunds fees from other banks' ATMs. Enjoy free reward checking and be the MVP of a new cashback season. It's an easy bank shot. Apply online at firstcentralcu.com. We're your team.
Everything we do, it's true. We do for you.
Eligibility and qualifications apply. Member NCUA.
Hey y'all, it's Jackie Marshall from Baylor Football. You probably know Goodwill for their stores. Trust me, I've scored some fun finds here. But here's the real deal. When you donate, or shop at Heart of Texas Goodwill, you're helping people right here in the community get jobs, training, or even a high school diploma. HOT Goodwill celebrating 70 years strong and still changing lives through the power of work. That's something worth celebrating. Donate, shop, change lives. That's Heart of Texas Goodwill.
Are you tired of slow internet? Are data caps and throttling making it impossible to stream your favorite shows and movies? If so, it sounds like it's time to switch to Nextlink Internet. With Nextlink, there are no data caps and no throttling, just super fast internet speeds, up to 1 gig over wireless in some areas. Plus, Nextlink is an official partner of Baylor Athletics. So don't wait another minute. Give Nextlink a call or go online to nextlinkinternet.com to see what special offers are available to you. Blazing fast internet is just a click or phone call away. Sick 'em, Bears!
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Hi, Pat. Greetings from almost heaven, West Virginia. It's Tony Caridi, the play-by-play announcer for West Virginia, and I wanted to extend to you congratulations as you celebrate your 45th anniversary around Baylor University basketball. 45 years of doing anything is an amazing accomplishment, and you have done it so well for so long. I get the opportunity, flipping through the dials, whether it's Sirius XM or on streams, to listen to you and JMO, and you guys are like wine. You just keep getting better with age. So keep it going, and congratulations, Pat. You're a wonderful class guy and a representative for Baylor, both on and off the court. Stay well.
Tony Caridi from West Virginia checking in.
Tony Caridi. I'm making notes here. I mean, I just, in terms of what I'm hearing from all these guys, and I'm John. I'm just, I'm a little rattled, to be honest with you.
Can I tell you a fun part?
Yes.
So I texted all these guys, our group, first, what's today, Tuesday, I guess Sunday, texted them, and immediately they started sending messages. Like it was immediate that they wanted to send a greeting to you.
Well, we love those guys.
Yeah.
We really do.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one of the best things about doing this is being able to hang out with those guys. And we have a chance to do that, night before, I think, or maybe the day of the first day of the Big 12 tournament.
Yeah, first day.
Whenever that is. And I'm looking forward to that. You just tell me when it is and I'll be there.
Tuesday.
There you go.
Tuesday in Kansas City. Hey, our Courtside Cam brought to you by Nextlink, up and running. Nextlink, reliable high-speed internet for your home or business. Check out our Courtside Cam. You can see Pat's reaction to all these messages. Tune it in on the Baylor Athletics YouTube channel. Baylor inbounds out of the timeout, leading by 4, 26-22. Isaac Williams drives, cut off, gives to Yesufu. Yesufu drives in. Shot no good, but Caden Powell is there to finish it off.
And Isaac Williams was the catalyst for all of that. He just pinned his ears back, got the ball into the lane, got up in the air, didn't have anything, kicked it over to Yesufu, and Yesufu went to work. Great offensive rebounding that time by Baylor. It's one of Baylor's strengths.
28-22, Bears lead at 7:07 first half. Krivas cut off outside to Karchinkov. He'll give to Burries. Burries, the whistle's going to stop play away from the ball. It's going to be against Baylor and against Tunde Yesufu. Wrapped his arm around somebody, whoever he was guarding, picks up his second personal foul.
Yeah, and Baylor in pretty good situation foul-wise. Just 2 on Yesufu. Agben Williams with 1 each, and Powell and Skillings with 1 each.
So Arizona to inbound, not yet in the bonus. 16 fouls on Baylor, 5 on Arizona. Bradley the inbounder. Uses every bit of the 5 seconds, drops it inbounds to Krivas. Krivas looks to drive, cut off, kicks it outside. Karchinkov open, right wing 3, rims out, no good. Rebound Baylor.
Tell you, that is the game plan right there. Guard Krivas, don't let the ball come into him, and make Arizona make threes.
Williams drives, alley-oop, flush to Caden Powell. A beautiful alley-oop from Williams to Powell for 2.
Yeah, a little 2-man game, Williams and Powell. Powell slipped. I think that play was called before Powell even went up to set the ball screen.
8-point lead equals the biggest of the half for the Bears. Here's a 3 left side that is good by Braden Burries. His second made 3 tonight.
Yeah, leading scorer on this team. He's a true freshman, but he is big and strong, 6'4", 205. Now he's the one guy on the floor that shoots it above 35% from a three-point line. He's right at 40.
30-25 is the score. Baylor on top, 6-minute mark, first half. Isaac Williams dribbles to the free throw line. Almost lost the ball, picks it up, gives to Caden Powell. Bounces to Carr, driving in, and he dunks it. Backdoor cut by Carr for the flush.
Yeah, there's so much pressure on the perimeter by Arizona. That back cut is available, and Powell had to thread the needle to get it to Carr.
Bears back up by 7. This crowd whipped into a frenzy on the dunk by Cameron Carr. Cross-court pass near side, Karchinkov. Backing down, Yesufu, and he blocked his shot. Karchinkov got it back, pitches it left side to Bradley, who hits the 3.
You know, Coach Drew is just shaking his head east and west. That's the game plan. You're not going to really go guard him at the three-point line. He's now 3 for 4, comes into the game 22% from the three-point line.
32-28, Baylor leads, 5:12 to go before halftime. Thanks to Premier ER and Urgent Care, our game sponsor tonight. Oh, nice pass. Caden Powell down low to Cameron Carr. Got too far under the bucket, but reached back and sort of dunked it back over his head.
Yeah, that was a great pass by Powell. That is his second assist in as many possessions for the Bears.
34-28, Bears lead by 6. A whistle and a foul, and it's an offensive foul on Krivas. Krivas picks up personal foul number 2.
And I believe it was Powell that took that charge. Talk about a good 3 or 4 minutes of play. Powell, a couple of assists, an offensive rebound, and a putback. That time he draws the foul from Krivas, who's going to have to take a seat now. Inspired play right now by this team over the last 3 or 4 minutes. You know Arizona's going to make a run. They've made a few, and the Bears have answered every time. They're still up by 6.
Caden Powell gets a breather as well. Michael Ratai is back out there. Big chest bump with Caden Powell as he comes on the floor. Bears ball leading by 6, 34-28, 4.5 minutes first half. Ratai, top of the key, gives to Yesufu on the left wing. Yesufu to Ratai, open 3, it is no good, left iron, got his own miss, into the paint, shot up, no, got his own miss again, put it up and in, and a foul. Wow. 2 offensive rebounds, a putback, and a chance at a 3-point play for Michael Ratai.
And that is 5 offensive rebounds for the Bears now, and they've converted those offensive rebounds into 6 second chance points. And John, most of those, at least 4 of those 6, have occurred in the last 2 minutes of this game. They're really doing the work against the number 2 defensive rebounding team in the country.
So Ratai to the line and looking to add the free throw on a 3-point play, and he does. Michael Ratai has 5.5, and Baylor leads by 9, 37-28. The Bears are growling here in the first half against the number 2 team in the nation. Running hook shot by Karchinkov, no good. Rebound to Obi Agbum. Coach Drew says push the tempo. Agbum into the front court for Baylor. Picked up by Del Orso. Agbum now to Carr on the left side. Goes around the screen of Ratai. Now passes to Ratai. Tried to pass it, ball knocked away. And taken on the run out by Burries. Oh, he went for the dunk, he didn't get it. Oh, but a foul is going to be called on Cameron Carr.
Yeah, Cameron Carr tried to make a play at the rim. It was sort of Burries and Carr, meet me at the rim. Carr was just a little bit late getting there. Burries tried to get the dunk. Carr got enough of the ball that it bounced off the back rim, but he got a lot of body too.
Timeout on the floor, free throws for Burries when we come back. Timeout comes with 3:51 to play first half. Bears have their largest lead of the half. It's Baylor 37, Arizona 28 on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
You hear that? That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar, the better tasting, more refreshing Zero Sugar Cola. Listen to that endless pour. Pure refreshment. If it sounds this good, just imagine how it tastes. Oh yeah, so good. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
Have you been to the new location of Green Eye Associates yet? You'll still receive the same award-winning service and excellent care from Dr. Green and her dedicated optometrists and staff. But now conveniently located in Woodway, right off of Highway 84. Come see the expanded optical showroom and be sure to ask about innovative services like IPL treatments for dry eye symptoms and the brand new sports vision technology. Green Eye Associates, the official optometrist of Baylor Athletics.
Baylor fans, ready to keep it cool this season? Ice and Easy delivers premium ice lightning fast. From tailgates to restaurants, construction sites, concerts, and races, Ice and Easy has you covered. Game day or work day, keep your drinks cold and your spirits bold. Ice and Easy, we deliver, you chill. Proud supporter of the Baylor Bears.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball. Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Hey, Pat, this is Greg Wrubell, the voice of the BYU Cougars, and along with my broadcast partner, Mark.
It's so emotional to me because it means so much from those guys. It really does.
Good. That's the goal. We are brought to you in part by Pepsi. Pat, have a Pepsi. Hey, Bears fans, this basketball season, make Pepsi your go-to game day drink because it's the only drink for basketball watching. Pepsi, that's what I like. Proud partner of Baylor Athletics. And brought to you by Hellberg's Barbecue. Fans, don't miss out on Texas' top 50 barbecue, located conveniently right off Highway 6 outside Waco at Hellberg's Barbecue. Hellberg's offers catering, daily specials, and more to barbecue lovers from across Texas. Hellberg's Barbecue, salt, pepper, and a whole lot of prayer, nearing the one-year anniversary next week of their rebuilt location out on Highway 6.
Well, I've been there many times.
Love it.
Love it. Well, in this game, Burry's about to shoot a couple of free throws on the foul by Carr in the attempted dunk. We'll get this first one up there. It's good. John, how about this stat? Arizona is third in the country in points in the paint per game. Right now in this game, Baylor has doubled up Arizona points in the paint.
Wow.
20 for Baylor,
Wow.
10 for Arizona. This game, just in terms of running the scouting report, this game has been flawlessly executed.
Burries hits the first, misses the second, got his own rebound, kick out to Del Orso, who hits a three.
Yeah, that offensive rebound allowed Arizona to get a three-point possession. It was going to be just one as Burries missed the second free throw. It bounced off the back rim. Tough miss to rebound. Arizona comes away with points.
4-point play, 4-point trip down the floor, 37-32. Here's Tunde Yesufu. Nice in on the left baseline, and his floater is good for two more. 7.5 by Tunde Yesufu. 39-32. Baylor with the lead over Arizona. Drive in by Burries. Kick back out to Bradley. Pull up. Free throw line jumper, no good. Ratai rips the rebound away from Awaka. Man, that is a hairy-chested rebound by Mikey Ratai. Bears ball leading by 7 under 3 minutes to go before halftime. Yesufu into the paint. Turn, shoots, shot no good. Awaka, no, not Awaka. Yeah, it is. Tobe Awaka with the rebound.
Yeah, but that's the matchup the Bears want. That's Del Orso guarding Yesufu. Bears are going to isolate that matchup every time they can possibly get it.
Here's Burries on the perimeter. Looks to drive, comes back out, gives to Bradley. Now to Del Orso. Del Orso back-to-back 22-point games, tying his career high at Arizona the last two. Cross court into the corner to Bradley. Three, clips the right side of the iron, no good. But an offensive rebound. Awaka then barrels over Mikey Ratai, trying to draw the paint, and has an easy bank-in basket.
That's a big, strong dude, 6'9", 255. And, John, that's really about all he's out there to do. He's going to set some screens, but he is, talk about hairy-chested rebounds, he'll come up with a few.
At 39-34, 5-point lead for the Bears. Cam Carr on the perimeter, puts the ball on the floor, looks to drive, and he is fouled. Foul on Anthony Del Orso. Del Orso's a 6'6" senior from Melbourne, Australia. Played at Campbell. He started his career at he was a Campbell Camel.
He was a Camel.
And now he's an Arizona Wildcat and playing really, really well.
Yeah, and he's one of the few guys that when he can find the range, will make some threes. 9 of 20 in his last couple of games. And up to that point, really had been inconsistent. In fact, in conference play, he's just a 29% three-point shooter. So the game plan, again, no secret, make them shoot threes. And right now, almost half of their shots, Arizona's, have been from beyond the three-point line.
Carr at the line, free throw no good. Ooh, a rebound by Yesufu, puts it up, and he is fouled. So the Bears can't convert there at the free throw line, but an offensive rebound by Tunde Yesufu, and he will go to the line.
And that's as big a stat as there is in the game right now. The Bears have out-rebounded Arizona 17-12. And that just doesn't happen. John, you mentioned a few minutes ago, Arizona's been out-rebounded one time this year.
C.D. Gay with the foul, 6'11" freshman from Senegal. That's his second. It puts Tunde Yesufu at the line. First time tonight. Had a rough game shooting free throws. Remember on Saturday, just 2 of 7. And you know he's put in the extra work since then.
Well, make it 2 of 8.
Missed that one.
Yeah. You know, that's a guy that gets to the line a lot. He's so active, so productive. Leads the team in steals. 3rd or 4th in the Big 12 in steals, and he misses a couple.
Oh, man. So it remains 39-34 Bears with 1:50 to go. 2 big misses at the line. Really 3 if you count the 2 by Tunde and the 1 by Carr. Minute 43, first half. Bears by 5. Karchinkov gives the ball away to Bradley on the left side. Bradley comes top of the key, passes to Burries, right side 3, no good. Rebound, Obi Agbem. A miss on the 3-pointer. Agbem up the floor to Yesufu for 3, no good, front iron.
You know, that's a quick shot. That was quicker than they need. They're up by 5 with 1:19 to go in the half. And I'm sure Coach Drew is going to tell him in that situation, we want possession. We want quality possessions, because the Bears have struggled, John, at the end of the first half in a number of different games. You get momentum, get a lead like they have here, 5 with 1:19 to go in the half. You got to finish the half strong, and that might be the first.
Well, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe.
Might be the first.
Well, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe.
But we couldn't do it without you, Bob.
Well, I appreciate
You're part of our team.
Both of you guys.
I appreciate that very much.
Usually we say if you hear Bob's voice on the air, something has gone terribly wrong.
Terribly wrong.
But not tonight, Bob.
No.
That was perfect. Thank
Bobby,
you.
thank you.
All right, here we go. It's going to be Arizona's ball to inbound near side court. 1:19 before halftime, 27 on the shot clock. Baylor 39, Arizona 34. Wildcats. Bradley dribbles to the left side of the floor outside the arc. Comes back right. Passes back left to Karchinkov. He'll drive into the paint. Cut off and he traveled. Isaac Williams was on him. He drug that pivot foot as he tried to spin around. That's a turnover by Arizona.
And it's a big stop for the Bears this time of the game. Squandered a possession, last opportunity, come down and get a stop. Now nursing a 5-point lead, 1:08 to play. Got to finish this last 1:08 really strong. A bucket here would help. But again, you know, you've got to get stops. You've got to win possessions when you have to win them. And they got the best of Arizona on that one.
Isaac Williams dribbles left side of the paint. 1 minute to go before halftime. Bears by 5. Gives to Powell. Back to Williams. Baseline left. Covered up under there by Delorso. Gives it back to Powell. 9 to shoot. Powell, free throw line. Nice bounce pass underneath to Williams, and a reach-in foul is called. A foul or a tie-up?
Yeah, I think it's a foul.
Yeah, okay, a foul.
Yep.
And it is on Braden Burries, his first.
You know, John, that's going to put Baylor in the double bonus.
Wow.
Double bonus with 45 seconds to play in the half. And what another great pass by Caden Powell. That time to save a possession. He put that ball, the entry pass into the low post to Skillings. He had to put it on a dime. Got it there, defense reached, and he's going to shoot a couple of free throws.
And it's Skillings, not Isaac Williams. Skillings' first free throw is good. 44.5 seconds to go in the half. That possession was kind of slogging in mud a little bit.
Yeah.
But the foul gives Baylor a chance to get the 2 free throws by Skillings.
You know, it really wasn't going anywhere, and Powell was looking for some relief. He was dribbling the ball around at the free throw line, and he found Skillings, who did a good job getting position down there. Got his second free throw down. Big possession for the Bears to stay up 7.
41-34, Baylor leads it. Crowd on their feet, 40 seconds to go before halftime. Bears lead the number 2 team in the nation by 7. Top of the key, it is Bradley. Bradley looks to drive, cut off by Williams. Gives to Burries, floater, in and out, no good. Fight for the rebound, Obi Agbem has it for the Bears. Coach Drew holds one finger in the air. Baylor will play for the final shot of the half, leading by 7. 16 seconds and counting in the first half. Crowd chants BU here in Foster Pavilion. Agbem between the rings, now 7 seconds to go in the half. Agbem working on Delorso. He gives it back to Skillings. He's got to put it up. Skillings lets it go. It rolls in. Is it good?
I don't know.
It's going to be really close. Skillings drove the paint at a finger roll that went in. The officials will look at it and see if Baylor leads by 7 or by 9 at halftime.
It's a great play. I'm not sure that's exactly how they drew it up. I think they wanted Agbem to be the guy to finish the play, and we're watching the replay. I'm not sure, John, that he got it out of his hand in time. But we'll get the ruling here in just a second.
The made basket. That play's under review.
Oh, so they called it good.
Yeah, they called it good. But bottom line is it's either a 7-point lead for the Bears, which is where they were when they started that possession. Okay, yeah, we're told by the officials.
After review, the basket is no good. After review, the basket is no good.
That's how you saw it, Pat. So the Bears lead by 7 at halftime over the number 2 team in the nation, Big 12 leading Arizona Wildcats. It's Baylor 41, Arizona 34.
Well, John, we talked about the defense against Arizona State and how we felt like the Bears had taken a step in the right direction defensively in this game. Arizona did not score the last 2 minutes and 13 seconds of the half. That's huge.
That is great. Bears lead by 7. Pat, if you don't mind, take your headset off.
Okay.
And stand up with David Kay right here as the
No appointment necessary. Just walk in. Visit premier.care to learn more. And has been the trusted voice of Baylor basketball ever since. Now, alongside John Morris. Tonight, we honor Pat for 45 years of outstanding commentary and dedication to the Bears. Ladies and gentlemen, Pat Nunley.
Yeah.
Well, you can tell everybody. Yeah, you can tell
That's terrific. Very nice, David Kay, Baylor Sport Administrator, presenting a plaque to Pat Nunley. Here comes Sean Farnham from across the way, giving a big handshake to Pat Nunley. That is terrific. That shows a lot of respect for Pat right there. All right, great recognition. More to come for Pat Nunley. We have reached halftime. It is the Bluebonnet Health Services halftime report brought to you by Bluebonnet Health Services. Your health, your choice. Ask your doctor for Bluebonnet. Also, our game sponsor tonight is Premier ER and Urgent Care. A visit with a doctor from Premier when we come back at halftime. Baylor leading 41-34 over Arizona on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
TFNB Your Bank for Life is a longtime supporter of Baylor Athletics. Find out why more Baylor fans are making TFNB their bank for life. Sign up for our Edge checking and get your own custom Baylor Bear debit card. With 6 convenient locations and an award-winning mobile app, banking has never been easier. TFNB, your bank for life. Member FDIC.
Hellberg Barbecue is a family-owned business started here in Waco, Texas, and proud to serve the local area. They love to cater all kinds of events, big and small. Serving Baylor and its families is one of their favorite things, and they even ship barbecue nationwide. Check them out while here in Waco or online and support one of Waco's local barbecue restaurants, Hellberg Barbecue. Salt, pepper, and a whole lot of prayer.
We don't just build trucks. We build something that's meant to last. That's why the 2026 Toyota Tundra isn't just built in Texas, it's built by Texas, which means the Tundra is built to tough it out and to take it easy. Built to carry tradition and to make new ones. Built to roll with the punches and to go the distance. Built stronger, built louder, built here. The 2026 Toyota Tundra. Built in Texas, driven everywhere. Test drive at your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com today.
Right now, qualified lessees can lease a rugged new 2026 Tundra SR5 for $519 a month for 36 months, with $49.99 due at signing. Toyota, let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trim. See Toyota.com for offer details. Offer available in select states and ends 3/2/26.
You're listening to live coverage of Baylor men's basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network. Now, it's time for the Blue Bonnet Health Services Halftime Show. Brought to you by TFNB, the official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, championship partner of Baylor Athletics. Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance online to find a local agent today. Blue Bonnet Health Services. Libman, America's trusted brand name in cleaning. Premier ER and Urgent Care. Feel better now. Stay tuned as we break down the first half. Check in on scores and more. All coming up on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Welcome back at halftime. As we have mentioned, Premier ER and Urgent Care, our game sponsor today. Joining us now is Dr. Jason Bryant, the medical director for Premier ER and Urgent Care. Jason, welcome to you.
Hey, thanks for having me. I really appreciate it. It's a delight to sponsor and be a part of the Baylor Athletics.
We appreciate the partnership a great deal. Tell us what sets Premier ER and Urgent Care apart from other healthcare providers here in Central Texas.
Yeah, so Premier has a unique role here in Central Texas. So not only are we licensed with the state as an emergency room, but we also function as an urgent care as well. And so we're within the same facility, so it allows us to see anyone that comes in, whether it's an emergency need or an urgent care need, and someone's going to get the appropriate bill for their level of services that they need. So that's unique. Most places in Central Texas, it's either going to be an urgent care or it's going to be an ER, and you're going to get an ER bill if you go to the hospitals or to the other freestandings in Waco.
What types of conditions can be treated at your place?
Well, like I said, we are licensed as an ER, so anything that would take you to the hospital, we can handle here at Premier. But we also can handle urgent care complaints. So that'd be like coughs and colds and flu-like stuff, maybe a rash or simple injuries like sprains. We can do those pretty easily. But again, we are licensed as an ER, so we can handle just about anything. So abdominal pain, chest pain, anything that bothers you, come out and we can check you out and see what's going on.
Very good. There are some differences, though, aren't there, from a traditional emergency room visit?
That's right. Yeah. So we are not affiliated or tied with a hospital, but we still have the same license. And so we can take care of people. Probably 95% of those that we see will wind up being discharged home. But for those that need to be hospitalized, we have arrangements and agreements with the hospitals to transfer to either Ascension Providence or Baylor Scott and White Hillcrest.
Good. Dr. Bryant, what's your message to the Baylor and the Waco communities about health and wellness?
Well, it's very important to stay well this time of the year. There's lots of illness going around. So as much as you can wash your hands, if you're sick, stay home, especially in large crowds, just be mindful. And if you are sick, it's best to just lay low and let your body recover. Drink lots of water. Most people don't drink enough water, and that makes a big difference for your overall health. And if you have any problems, though, if you're concerned about something, by all means, get it checked out, and you're welcome to come to Premier for us to look at you.
Yep, that's great advice. Where could someone go to learn more about Premier?
Yeah, so the best place to look is premier.care, and that's an online webpage. It'll show you the locations. It allows you to online check in so you can pre-register. It gives you information about the things that we can treat and the things that that we can handle here. It gives you a lot more information about insurance and billing and everything you need to know about your visit. You can investigate online at premier.care.
Very good. And I like what we say on the broadcast all the time. You don't have to have an appointment. You can just walk in. That's very necessary a lot of times.
Yeah, that's right. As a matter of fact, we specialize in acute care. So, no one knows what's going to happen later today. No appointments needed. Just come. I think you'll find that our wait times are much less in the hospitals and most other urgent cares in town. We do our best to try and be efficient, because we know your time is pretty valuable to you and you've got other things that you need to do and want to do, and nobody wants to be sidelined by an illness or an injury.
Terrific. Well, thanks for sharing. Premier.care is what we want to remind people about. And Dr. Bryant, thank you very much.
Thank you very much for having us. Hope you have a great night.
And you as well. Thanks again to Dr. Jason Bryant, Medical Director for Premier ER and Urgent Care, our game sponsor today. Back with more at halftime here on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Hey Baylor fans, Baylor softball season is currently underway. Come be a part of the action at Getterman Stadium all season long with single game tickets. With general admission tickets starting at just $8, there's no better way to enjoy elite college softball. And if you're coming with friends or family, group tickets are available for $5 each. Get your Baylor softball single game tickets now at BaylorBears.com/tickets.
Proudly serving Texas since 2007, Magnolia Realty is a full-service brokerage and a trusted neighbor, bridging expert industry knowledge with integrity and kindness. Known for their award-winning agents, Magnolia Realty understands the dynamics of making the real estate journey your own and the importance of trust from contract to close. You can find their local agents here in Waco and across the state, including in Dallas, Fort Worth, Austin, San Antonio, and Temple. To get connected and learn more, visit magnoliarealty.com. Here's to home.
Hi, I'm Jim Turner at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. As we celebrate our 10th year anniversary, I want to say thank you to all of our customers. Our dealership is more than a business to me. That's why when you come see us for a reliable new Chevy or award-winning service, we treat you like family. Come see our new collision center, now open to serve you even better for many years to come. Enjoy the game, then come see us at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. Together, let's drive.
You hear that? That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar, the better tasting, more refreshing Zero Sugar Cola. Listen to that endless pour. Pure refreshment. If it sounds this good, just imagine how it tastes. Oh yeah, so good. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Halftime from Foster Pavilion. Baylor leads Arizona 41-34. We give you all the first half stats when we come back on the Bluebonnet Health Services halftime report. Brought to you by Bluebonnet Health Services. Your half, your choice. Ask your doctor for Bluebonnet. First half stats when we come back on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
It's the President's Day sales event at Allen Samuels Dodge in Waco, and the choice is yours. Drive home a new 2025 Jeep Wrangler Sahara or Rubicon with $10,000 off MSRP. Ford owners get an extra $2,000 in bonus savings, or step up to a 2025 Jeep Gladiator and take $12,000 off MSRP. Inventory's moving fast and selections are getting thin, so don't wait. Hurry to Allen Samuels Dodge in Waco, your friend in the car business. Come by, let's be friends.
Are you tired of slow internet? Are data caps and throttling making it impossible to stream your favorite shows and movies? If so, it sounds like it's time to switch to NextLink Internet. With NextLink,
it's the official optometrist of Baylor Athletics.
You've been listening to the Bluebonnet Health Services Halftime Show on the Baylor Sports Media Network. Brought to you by TFNB, the official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, championship partner of Baylor Athletics. Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance online to find a local agent today. Bluebonnet Health Services. Libman, America's trusted brand name in cleaning. Premier ER and Urgent Care. Feel better now. Stay tuned as we get set for the second half action with the Baylor Bears. As we rejoin the voice of the Bears, John Morris, live from Courtside, bringing you the second half action and more. All coming up on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Well, at halftime, Bears looking to knock off the second-ranked team in the country, Arizona, and they've got a 7-point head start, 41-34 here at halftime. Quick look at the stats. Bears shot it really well, but I think that's a product of really good shot selection, 53% from the floor. They made just 3 of 10 threes. They were 8 of 12 at the free throw line, but again, shot selection produced that kind of high shooting percentage. Arizona not that far behind, 12 of 28, that's 42%. They made 5 of 13 threes. Unusual that 13 of their 28 field goals were threes in the ball game. Bears got double-digit scoring from Cameron Carr. Got 11, 9 points for Isaac Williams, 7 for Tunde Yesufu, 4, a couple of rebounds for Caden Powell. Agbam with 2 and 4. Arizona comes in number 3 in the country in points per paint a ball game.
That's huge. Here we go, beginning the second half. Bears lead by 7. Bears in the home white shoot to the basket to our right in the second half. Yesufu feeds Isaac Williams, drives in right side, back outside to Yesufu for 3. And he nails the triple to begin the second half.
And give Isaac Williams the assist on that one. Hard penetration along the baseline, drew the defense down from the perimeter.
10-point lead, biggest of the night for Baylor. Awaka, close range, missed the shot, got it back, missed it again, got it back, and was fouled on a second putback.
You know, when he gets it there, you better foul him. If you've got a foul to give, and Yesufu doesn't. He has 2 in the game, doesn't want to pick up number 3, but that guy, 6'9", 255, is out there to do exactly what he just did. He'll work his way to the free throw line.
Only the 3rd time this season Arizona has trailed at halftime. Only 3 teams have put up more than 40 points on the Wildcats in the first halves of games this year. Kansas, Alabama, and Florida. Baylor with the 41-34 lead, now 44-34, and now 2 free throws by Awaka makes it 44-36. Bears lead by 8.
Boy, Williams is a trigger man. He has been from the opening tip, and he has been outstanding. Distributing the ball, he's scoring the ball.
Here's Yesufu, drives in, cut off, turnaround, shot, no good. Korchinkov the rebound for Arizona. Korchinkov, he'll drive all the way, and a reach in and a tie-up. How about that play by Isaac Williams? Going full speed, he reaches in, doesn't foul him, tie the ball up. The possession arrow does favor Arizona.
You know, you're right, John. That is a hard play to make because he's the guy that's got to provide drive help, and he reached over and almost took the ball from the Arizona driver.
Inbounds it comes to Krivas on the baseline right side. Passes out of a double team. Korchinkov drives in. He is fouled by Isaac Williams. Well, not much there, but Williams picks up his, it's his 3rd, right? 3rd personal foul.
Yeah, got to have him. I mean, in terms of athleticism and strength, he's really the only guard that can match up physically with the Arizona guards. Kind of interesting. Every time Krivas catches the ball, he is immediately double teamed. The 7'2", 260-pound post player. And it's because he doesn't pass it out of there very well. He has more turnovers by a margin than he does assists on the season.
Korchinkov shooting free throws. He's 76% in Big 12 play. First one is good. 6'7" freshman from Munich, Germany. Second one is no good, rolls off. Ooh, but Krivas fights in and banks in the rebound putback.
Yeah, Powell just got caught flat-footed. That ball was bouncing around on the rim a little bit. I think Powell mistimed it, and Krivas did not. He got the putback.
So a 3-point trip down the floor for the Wildcats makes it 44-39. Baylor leads by 5. Outside, Caden Powell gives to Williams. Williams, baseline right, has an opening. Short jumper, no good. And the rebound is pulled down by Tobe Awaka. Awaka up the floor to Braden Burries. Burries to Bradley, lobs for Krivas. Ball knocked away by Isaac Williams. Can't save it. It went out of bounds off of, they say, Isaac Williams.
And right on cue, that ball is going into the low post to Krivas. Williams sees it. He's on the weak side, providing weak side help. And he got after the ball on the pass. And it was really a jump ball, really a scramble that Williams created, but he saved an easy bucket by Krivas in the low post.
Inbounds it comes to Braden Burries, dribbles back near midcourt. Now passes to Bradley on the right side. That's been the big 2 for Arizona tonight. Left side 3 by Korchinkov is no good. Rebound Bears. Obi Agbam into the front court for the Bears, who lead by 5, 44-39. 2 minutes gone in the second half. Agbam straight away, looks to drive, pull-up jumper, no good, skips over the rim. Caden Powell, the offensive rebound. Into the corner it goes to Tunde Yesufu. He will drive on the baseline, contact, and the ball knocked loose.
Yeah, that's exactly what he was looking for, just did not get the call.
Here's Bradley, he'll drive right into Powell, shot up, no, but a foul's gonna be called on Caden Powell. So Caden Powell picks up personal number 2. 2 free throws coming for Arizona.
Really good possessions, I think, by the Bears. That shot by Agbem is one we've seen him make consistently over the last 4 or 5 games. The drive by Yesufu, really right out of the game plan. Just didn't have anything to show for those last couple of possessions.
Jaden Bradley at the free throw line. He's a good free throw shooter, 73% in conference play. But he was just 5 of 10 against Houston on Saturday. First one is good here. He had 17 points in that 5-point win over the Cougars. How about this stretch by Arizona? Houston Saturday, Baylor tonight, Kansas Saturday, Iowa State Monday, and then they close at Colorado.
You know, if they win the championship, they will have earned it. Had a 2-game hiccup there. Texas Tech and Kansas lost those 2 back-to-back. The only 2 losses on the season for this team. Second free throw's good.
After a 23-0 start to the season, tied Baylor's Big 12 record with 23 straight wins to start the year. It is a 3-point game, 44-41. Bears on top. 2.5 minutes gone. Second half. Obi Agbem between the rings. Gives to Tunde Yesufu. Comes out to get the pass. Now to Skillings. Now to Williams around the screen of Ritai. Williams will drive in to Skillings. 3 left corner. No good. Rebound. Krivas has it, and he's tied up by Ritai.
Great play.
Ritai reaches in, doesn't foul him, and the possession arrow favors Baylor.
You know, and his game really hasn't been pretty lately. I'm talking about Ritai, but it's plays like that that allows him to get really meaningful, valuable minutes. That's not going to show up in a box score, but that is a huge play and just an effort play by Ritai to give the Bears another 20 seconds.
How about Ritai? First half, 5 points and 5 rebounds. He was Baylor's leading rebounder in the first half. Inbounds it comes to Ritai. Give to Skillings. 10 to shoot. Isaac Williams drives, reverse. No, but a foul.
And he took a walk. He loved the matchup. There was a lot of switching by Arizona defensively, and what happened was, the net result of that was, he was guarded, Williams was, by Awaka about 23 feet from the basket. Awaka's really athletic, but at 255, he's no match for Williams that far away.
So Isaac Williams to the free throw line for 2. He is 2 of 2 tonight shooting free throws. Bears in that first half were 8 of 12 shooting free throws. So they're going to need to take advantage of every opportunity.
Yeah.
And first one's good by Williams.
That's a good point, John. I mean, there is no room for error in this game. And right now the Bears are making a little bit of a surge here. 9 of 13 they are now from the free throw line. Williams is a perfect 3 for 3. Probably shouldn't have said that. No, he's 4 for 4.
And he's got 11 points on the night. The Bears lead by 5, 46-41 Baylor.
Yeah, it was 7 at halftime, and the Bears' first 5 minutes of the second half have been really good.
Burry's on the perimeter. Ritai defending him. Pass back left corner to Bradley. And a 3. He splashes it from the left corner.
Again, that's a 22% three-point shooter who's now 4 of 6 at the three-point line. I think you let him keep shooting it, though. I mean, you've got to play the percentages.
Kind of the chains are off when they need him to shoot a 3. Here's Ritai, a 3. Left wide open. The shot's no good. Karchinkov running the floor. Drops it off. And a clean block by Ritai on the follow by Burries. How about the play by Ritai? Baylor ball leading by 2, 16-11 to play second half. Dan Skillings drives in, banker, no good, too strong, Burries the rebound.
He did everything but get the ball in the basket. He liked the matchup. He was guarded by Del Arso. Del Arso, really good offensive player, not as good defensively, and he's a bit of a target when the Bears have the ball.
Del Arso slow joining his team in the front court underneath Bradley. Drops it off for Krivas, and Krivas banks it in for 2. And we are tied. No, we're not. It is 40. Yeah, we are tied. The scoreboard is wrong. It's Baylor 46, Arizona 46. We've got a timeout on the floor. Del Arso is claiming that he got hit in the mouth. That's why he was slow getting up the floor. He's showing Doug Sermons his gum. Tommy Lloyd is out there. So let's see if the officials look at it. We've got a timeout. 15:41 to play in the ball game. Arizona has tied the Bears at 46 apiece. We're back after this on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Looking for a fun night out with family or friends? Head to Magnolia Field at Baylor Ballpark and catch Baylor baseball this season. Single game tickets are on sale now, starting at just $5 for general admission seating. Or stop by the ballpark for $2 Tuesdays, featuring discounted concession items plus $2 off general admission tickets. Grab your seats now at BaylorBears.com/tickets, and we'll see you at Baylor Ballpark.
That play is under review.
Hellberg Barbecue is a family-owned business started here in Waco, Texas, and proud to serve the local area. They love to cater all kinds of events, big and small. Serving Baylor and its families is one of their favorite things, and they even ship barbecue nationwide. Check them out while here in Waco or online and support one of Waco's local barbecue restaurants, Hellberg Barbecue. Salt, pepper, and a whole lot of prayer.
Everything we do for you.
Slam dunk benefits at First Central Credit Union. Tip off with free checking that pays cash, less fees, great rates, quick local loans, easy online applications, a free mobile app, secure remote control cards, 24/7 deposits, and more services at our ATMs, and a free new member t-shirt. Join today at firstcentralcu.com. We're your team. Everything we do for you.
Eligibility and application requirements apply. Member NCUA.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
This is the voice of the Cincinnati Bearcats, Dan Horde. In 1982, the first successful heart transplant was performed. Sally Ride became the first female astronaut, and Michael Jackson released his album, Thriller. All significant events, but they pale in comparison to Hall of Famer Pat Nunley becoming the basketball analyst on the radio at Baylor. Congrats on 45 great years, Pat, and here's hoping there are many more.
You know what, though?
That's great.
They haven't designed a tennis shoe for me or you like they have for Dan Horde. Remember that
those
tennis
are pretty
shoe?
cool.
Those are
very cool. Way to go, Dan.
Yeah.
Very cool. As we continue to recognize Pat, 45 years on the Baylor broadcast, and plenty more to come, but just a nice milestone. So across the way, as the officials look at this, they're seeing if there might have been a flagrant there on Dan Skilling's drive to the bucket. Del Orso thinks there was. He took a shot to the chops. But across the way, Pat, fun to see Paul and Alejandra Foster over there, and we appreciate them greatly. A guy you know very well.
I know very well.
Yeah.
We were fraternity brothers.
Yes, yes.
And not a surprise that Paul has ascended to the
After review, the appeal has been lost. Arizona will lose a timeout. We'll play from the point of interruption.
It's Doug Sermons, our official, so no appeal, or the appeal was denied there. And so we play on, but we are tied 46-46, Baylor and Arizona.
Well, and John, Bears led by 7 at halftime. They've had a really good, I think, 4 or 5 minutes just in terms of the pace of this game and the physicality of it, but they've hit a bit of a scoring drought. They've missed their last 7 shots. They haven't scored in the last 4 minutes and 2 seconds. And so you knew that run from Arizona was coming. You just knew it. And that's not the last run we're going to see from them. But this is a point where, particularly at home, you just got to gather. You got to get reset. And I think the timeout comes at a good time, because usually coming out of a timeout, team executes whatever Coach Drew drew up during that break, particularly on the offensive end. See if they can get a bucket here. They need one.
Here we go. Baylor inbounding. Yesufu in front of the Baylor bench. Drops it inbounds to Obi Agbem. Agbem dribbles to the left wing. He'll shoot a 3. No good off the left side of the iron. Krivas the rebound. Agbem thought he had enough of an opening there. But now Arizona can take the lead for the first time in a while if they can score on this possession. We are tied at 46. 15-18 to play. Burries thought about a 3, didn't take it. Dribbles top of the key. Now passes back left side to Bradley. Marchinkov passes to Krivas, who's fouled in the middle of the paint. Carr was there, and Yesufu was there, and the foul is on Cameron Carr. That's a second.
Excuse me, John. That's what makes Krivas such a great NBA prospect. The guy's 7'2", and he took a pass that had to go through a couple of different Baylor players to get to him. When he caught it, there were people reaching, grabbing, just scraping at the ball, and he was able to maintain possession enough to draw the foul.
Timeout on the floor, 15:08 on the clock. Baylor 46, Arizona 46. Thanks to Premier ER and Urgent Care, our game sponsor tonight. Premier ER and Urgent Care is the place to go when you're not sure where to go. Open 24/7 and just a short walk across campus. No appointment necessary, just walk in. Visit premier.care to learn more. Premier ER and Urgent Care, your around-the-clock provider of Baylor athletics. Timeout on the floor, Bears and Wildcats tied at 46 on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
We don't just build trucks. We build something that's meant to last. That's why the 2026 Toyota Tundra isn't just built in Texas. It's built by Texas, which means the Tundra is built to tough it out and to take it easy. Built to carry tradition and to make new ones. Built to roll with the punches and to go the distance. Built stronger, built louder, built here. The 2026 Toyota Tundra. Built in Texas, driven everywhere. Test drive at your local Toyota dealer or visit toyota.com today.
Right now, qualified lessees can lease a rugged new 2026 Tundra SR5 for $519 a month for 36 months, with $49.99 due at signing. Toyota, let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trim. See toyota.com for offer details. Offer available in select states and ends 3/2/26.
Premier ER and Urgent Care has all the convenience of urgent care with all the expertise of an ER, all under one roof. At every visit, be seen by ER-trained staff with on-site lab and CT, X-ray, ultrasound, and EKG. Here, you pay for the appropriate level of care that you receive, and we are in-network with most major insurance providers. Premier ER and Urgent Care has 4 convenient locations serving Texas: San Marcos, Temple, Waco, and Woodway. To learn more, visit www.premier.care.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball. Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Hi, Pat. Stan Weber here from the K-State Sports Network. Congratulations on 45 great years of broadcasting Baylor basketball. As a peer of yours in the Big 12 Conference, it is an honor to be associated with you and to see the great work you've done. And what's even better is that you are an awesome person as well. Congratulations again, and good luck for many more years.
Very nice. Stan Weber, color analyst for Kansas State football and basketball. Great to hear from those guys.
Great to hear from those guys.
Very fun.
You know, I picture those guys' faces when I'm hearing their voices, and it's always so great to see them when we're around the league. We always make an effort to go say hello to them, and like I said, after number 1 or 2 of those, it's a fraternity. Yeah. It really is, and it's really important to us, and can't wait to see those guys in a couple of weeks.
Very cool. All right, Cam Carr was guilty of that foul prior to the timeout, his second. It puts Krivas at the line for 2 for Arizona to untie this game with 15:08 to play. Krivas, first one is good. Arizona takes the lead, 47-46 over Baylor.
You know, the Bears shot it at 53% from the floor in the first half. Right now, they've made 1 of 9 here in the second. We're 5 minutes in. You knew they were going to hit a dip, and you knew Arizona was going to make a run. That's where they are. Second free throw is good, but John, they needed every bit of that lead that they had in the first half. It was up to 10 at the 1944 mark, so they pretty well controlled the first half. Knew Arizona was coming.
First lead for Arizona since it was 10-8 at the 15:51 mark in the first half. The Bears get it right back. A two-pointer. So a tie game by Yesufu.
Yeah, and he was guarded by Del Orso, and they're going to go to Yesufu whenever they can get that matchup.
48-48, 14:40 to play. Lob to Krivas. Low post on the left side. Back outside, it comes to Bradley. Pass intended. Underneath, stolen away by Cam Carr. Carr takes it all the way. Shot rejected on the layup. Clean block by Krivas. The break the other way, Bradley to Karchinkov, and he has an easy bank-in basket.
You know, when you have a scramble play at the offensive end, as the Bears did, shot blocked by Krivas, it instantly starts a fast break opportunity and transition for Arizona. And in the open floor, there's no better team in the country than the Wildcats.
Yesufu will drive on Del Orso. Pull-up jumper, no good. Fight for the rebound. Skilling's got it, but a whistle and a foul. It's going to go against Arizona. Foul is on Krivas. That is his third of the night. So Tunde Yesufu, 12 points on the night. Pat, he is at 502 points in his freshman season for Baylor. Only the fourth freshman in Baylor history to top 500 points. He is right behind Keontae George, who had 506. Jacoby Walter at 508. Aaron Bruce is the record holder. Freshman scoring 509 points. And right now, Tunde has 502.
Yeah, I mean, look at that list of players that he's among. You've got, you mentioned Jacoby, Keontae, Lawrence Roberts, VJ Edgecombe. Says a lot for what he's been able to do. And now back-to-back fouls called against Arizona in the span of about 10 seconds.
Karchinkov guilty of that one, his first. Inbounds nearly stolen away. Knocked out of bounds by Burries, far side of the floor. So the Bears will inbound again, far side court. Trailing by 2 to Arizona, 50-48. We have played 6 minutes and 3 seconds of the second half. Long way to go in this game.
Yeah, Bears got to find the range. One of their last 11, but they finally got a bucket. A couple of possessions ago, got to stop. See if they can follow here.
Williams to Carr off the curl. Three is good from the right side.
I guess that answers my question, and it couldn't come at a better time, John. You got to hang with Arizona. You know they're coming. They made their run. You've got to answer. Bears have answered.
51-50, Bears regain the lead. 13:35 and counting. Bradley to the left elbow, back outside to Delorso. To Karchinkov. Lobs underneath for Awaka. Got inside Isaac Williams and banks it in.
Yeah, and Awaka has just sort of slipped over to that low post position, vacated by Krivas. And he is a big, strong dude. He catches in the deep low block. You're not going to move him out of there.
52-51, Arizona leads. Here is Yesufu to Carr for three again. This one's no good. Clips the front iron and down. Bradley runs it the other way. He is bumped by Yesufu, but I don't think a foul. I think it just knocked the ball away. I'm not sure that wasn't a goodie foul,
yeah.
but it wasn't called.
I think they were trying to. Agnew, same thing in the first half, resulted in a flagrant one against Bradley. But in this game, John, that's why we talk about shot selection being so important for Baylor in this game. You go to the other end, you take a quick three or a bad shot, a quick shot, you're going to fuel Arizona in transition, and you just can't do that. This team is really good in the open floor, and those guards fuel those transition opportunities.
It was not a foul, just out of bounds off Yesufu. He gets a breather. Agnew back in. Arizona puts the ball back in play. Bradley, jumper, right side of the paint, no good. Awaka, the rebound, jump hook, no good. Rebound, Caden Powell. Powell held his ground in the low post. Up the floor to Cameron Carr for the Bears, who trail by one. 12:40 to play. Carr bounces to Powell, to Skillings, head fake, drives in, rolls it in with a foul, but I think they're going to call a foul prior to the shot on Caden Powell.
Yeah, it's an offensive foul. I think it was a screen that he was setting, an illegal screen to try to give Skillings a head start. Really unclear from where I am. Actually, it wasn't a screen. As Skillings was going to the basket, there was a shot coming, obviously, and Awaka and Powell were trying to jockey for position for a rebound, and Powell with his left arm pushed Awaka to the floor. Not easy to do.
Third personal on Caden Powell, 15 foul on the Bears here in the second half. Crowd voices their displeasure. There's a drive by Bradley, scoops it up, no good. Got his own miss, and going out of bounds, he threw it out of bounds off of Caden Powell. So Arizona ball to inbound on the baseline, 12:23 on the clock. Wildcats lead the Bears by one.
Yeah, and pace is important in this game. That's why the transition for Arizona is so important. You got to keep them out of it. Played at a Baylor pace right now. We're in the 50s, low 50s, 12:20 to go.
Inbounds to Awaka, gives to Burries. Drives, kicks, right side three is good by Bradley. Another three by Bradley.
And again, Coach Drew just shakes his head. This guy is 22% coming into this game, three-point line, 5 of 7 tonight.
Wow. 4-point lead at the 12-minute mark for Arizona. Caden Powell on the feed from Carr. Caden Powell dunks it.
Beautiful pass by Carr. He's the guy that Arizona knows is the most dangerous offensive threat. So every time he catches it, he's going to get extra attention. That left Powell wide open.
Bears within 2. It's 55-53. Arizona on top. Burries left open. He'll shoot a 3. It is no good. Front iron. Isaac Williams the rebound. The outlet to Carr. Oh, and he'll jam it with his right hand. Cameron Carr on the break brings the house down.
On a big defensive rebound by Isaac Williams. That ball was up for grabs, and it's 6-1. He took it away from everybody else and started the break.
Listen to this crowd in Foster Pavilion. Tie game. Baylor in number 2, Arizona. Bradley on the left wing. Bounces for Awaka. Nearly lost it, and he did lose it. Now the ball is loose. Ends up in the hands of Bradley. Nearly got a steal there. Bradley drives, shot, no good. Rebound, Dan Skillings Jr. There's up the floor to Carr. Carr cross court to Skillings. He'll drive. Skillings. Shot no, but a blocking foul. 2 free throws coming for Dan Skillings.
You know, Bears have been really selective about their opportunities up the floor, but when they get a defensive rebound, they're looking. And that time, they had Arizona in scramble mode on Wildcats' defensive side of the floor. Skillings will come back to play. One foul, a couple of fouls short of the bonus, but the Bears will have it on their offensive end.
How about this? 10:51 to play, second half. Baylor 55. Second-ranked Arizona 55 on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Hi, I'm Jim Turner at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. As we celebrate our 10th year anniversary, I want to say thank you to all of our customers. Our dealership is more than a business to me. That's why when you come see us for a reliable new Chevy or award-winning service, we treat you like family. Come see our new collision center, now open to serve you even better for many years to come. Enjoy the game, then come see us at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. Together, let's drive.
Have you been to the new location of Green Eye Associates yet? You'll still receive the same award-winning service and excellent care from Dr. Green and her dedicated optometrists and staff. But now conveniently located in Woodway right off of Highway 84. Come see the expanded optical showroom and be sure to ask about innovative services like IPL treatments for dry eye symptoms and the brand new sports vision technology. Green Eye Associates, the official optometrists of Baylor Athletics.
Do you want to earn points while cheering on your favorite Baylor teams? Join Baylor Bold Rewards. Track your attendance on the Baylor Sports app across athletic events and earn points towards prizes and experiences. Download the Baylor Sports app or register online today at BaylorBoldRewards.com and start earning your points today.
To Baylor men's basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Hey Pat, it's Doug McNamee. 45 years. Congrats. That is awesome. I don't want to make you feel old, but if my research is correct, I think you started calling games about 2 weeks after I was born, so congrats on that. In all seriousness, you helped make Baylor basketball special for so long. You've been the soundtrack and the voice to bring such great memories to people's ears, myself included. And just want to say thanks. Hopefully there's a long, long runway ahead of you, because Baylor basketball won't be the same without your voice. But thanks for all you do. Thanks for caring so much about Baylor basketball and Baylor University. And congrats on an awesome, awesome milestone.
Very nice from Baylor's new AD, a guy we've known for a long time, Doug McNamee.
Well, John, you and I remember when he was a manager.
That's right.
For the Baylor basketball team.
That's right.
That was many, many years ago.
Yeah, that's great.
Yep.
We continue the tributes to Pat here tonight, celebrating 45 years doing Baylor basketball. We're brought to you in part by Pepsi. Hey, Bears fans, this basketball season, make Pepsi your go-to game day drink because it's the only drink for basketball watching. Pepsi, that's what I like. Proud partner of Baylor Athletics. And brought to you by Rudy's, a proud sponsor of Baylor men's basketball. Be sure to stop by your local Rudy's or Rudy's.com for some real Texas barbecue. Enjoy 100% oak smoked meats, delicious sides, and Rudy's signature sauce. Don't forget Rudy's serves breakfast tacos every day until 10 a.m.
You know, points in the paint this game, John, has been an interesting stat because Arizona comes in number 3 in the country in points in the paint per game. Baylor has 8 more points than do the Wildcats, and that's one of the reasons the Bears shooting the ball pretty well. In fact, Bears have made 4 of their last 7 after they started the second half, just 1 of 9. So, again, you knew Arizona was going to make a run. They've made a couple, and right now the Bears have withstood those runs and find themselves tied. They can go ahead with a couple of free throws from Skillings.
Baylor 10 of 4, shooting 10 of 14, shooting free throws tonight. First one is good by Dan Skillings. He's got 4 points tonight. All have come at the line. That one unties it. Bears by 1. Second free throw is good. It's a 57-55 Baylor lead. Dan Skillings Jr., 2 clutch free throws. 10:46 to play. Awaka feeds Krivas down low. Couple of head fakes. Now passes back out of there. Del Orso looks to drive on Williams, and his runner is good from the left side.
Well, again, when Krivas catches in the low post, he is going to get double teamed, if not triple teamed, from the perimeter. If he can pass it out, then Arizona has great ball movement around the perimeter, and that closeout on Del Orso was too hard. He went all the way to the basket.
57-57 our score. 3 by Carr straight away, no good off the right side. Rebound by Burries up the floor in a hurry, all the way for the lay-in. Nobody stopped him. Braden Burries the lay-in. Arizona leads by 2.
You know, that's the key. You've got to make Burries change directions at the top of the key, if not sooner than that. You let him get it all the way to the basket, he's just going to make you pay.
10-minute mark, second half. Isaac Williams, floater in the paint is good to tie the game at 59.
And when he's making shots like that, everything gets a little easier because Arizona can't back off of him if he's an offensive threat.
Krivas, jump hook, right side, no good. Skillings out-battles Awaka for the rebound. Here's Cameron Carr up the floor for the Bears. Game tied at 59. Carr, pull-up jumper, mid-range, right side is good by Carr.
Somehow he got wide open. In fact, I think he was a little surprised at how wide open he was.
I was surprised.
Yeah, I was.
He knocked it down. Bears lead by 2, 61-59. Here's Bradley, top of the key, gives to Krivas. Powell knocked to the floor. And, ooh, they're going to call the foul on Caden Powell.
Yeah, John, that's going to be 4.
Ugh. That is tough. Caden Powell, you would think, would have to come out.
Yeah.
Saw James Najee briefly in the first half. He only played minute 13, hadn't been back. So Powell will come out, but it will be Michael Ratai who comes in, not Najee.
Yeah, Ratai's been great, particularly defensively. He's got 7 rebounds in the game, and Baylor not much length at all on the floor right now. But if you're going to double Krivas, it's going to help a lot. You don't have to worry as much about the length, but that guy is going to hurt you if Krivas doesn't.
Stobe Awaka inbounds, he dunks it, got it right under the bucket, went up and dunked it home to tie the game at 61. 8 minutes, 58 seconds to play. Baylor has never defeated a team ranked number 2 in the nation. 0-11 all time. They are tied here with number 2 Arizona with 8:45 to play. Carr curls into the paint.
Nice.
Finger roll is good for 2 more.
I think they called that because Carr did along the baseline, back over a double screen that was set for him, gave him just enough room to operate.
Scott Drew getting the crowd on their feet. Baylor leads by 2, 63-61. 8:26 remaining. Here's Burries, he'll drive in. He is fouled by Obi Agbum. Agbum trying to reach around and knock the ball loose, instead commits personal number 2.
Yeah, and he had 1 to give. I think that was a good one. If he didn't, Burries just going to lay the ball in. Now, he's a really good free throw shooter, but still, that's an easy layup if Agbum doesn't reach in from behind.
3 of 5 tonight is Burries, 82% in Big 12 play. Arizona as a team, 72% free throw shooting team. He's got 2 free throws coming. First one is good. Boy, they continue to be lights out at the line, don't they? That is 13 of 16 shooting free throws for Arizona.
Well, and they're getting the right guys at the line, too. It's Burries, it's Bradley. Karchinkov is a good free throw shooter. Those guys have shot most of them tonight for the Wildcats.
Second one rims out, no good. Karchinkov, the offensive rebound. Give to Burries, he drives in and jams it with his right hand.
And that's a killer. I mean, it's still, that's just another lead for Arizona, 64-63, but that was a missed free throw offensive rebound. That took it from a 1-point possession to a 3-point possession.
Karchinkov made that happen with the offensive rebound. Wildcats lead by 1, 64-63 over the Bears. Isaac Williams, top of the key, gives to Agbam on the right side, outside the arc, 7 to shoot. To Carr, he'll drive in. He is met by Krivas, shot no good. Contact again there, no foul call. Up the floor to Del Orso. He'll drive, drop it off for Krivas. Turnaround jump hook, no good. Fight for the rebound. Agbam tips it out to Cameron Carr. Bears dodge a bullet there. Carr to Agbam for 3. It's good! Agbam, top of the key, nails the 3. Baylor leads 66-64.
He hit 3 of those against Arizona State from the identical spot on the floor, and there was no doubt about that one.
His first field goal tonight for Obi Agbam, a big one. Baylor leads 66-64. Karchinkov lobs it for Krivas, and he will dunk it.
And that's where you need some length. You know, that you can't double Krivas because he was really just slipping to the basket, and you throw it up high at 7-2, he's going to get it. And really no defense for that when you're playing small like the Bears are.
Ties the game at 66 apiece, 6:48 remaining. Bears ball, Williams on the perimeter, gives to Ratai. He'll drive in. Ratai took it right at Krivas, and his driving layup is good.
Yeah, there was no doubt. I mean, he couple of power dribbles and he's at the rim. Had to maneuver his body a little bit to get a shot away.
Ratai for the Bears puts Baylor up by 2. Here's Burries on the perimeter. Passes right side to Bradley. Thought about a 3. Instead, passes cross court. Karchinkov. 3 is good by Karchinkov.
You know, it's really amazing how much of the 3-point shot has played a role in Arizona's 1-point lead right now. This is normally not a 3-point shooting team. They don't take many of them. They don't want many of them, but they're going to that tonight.
And they lead by 1, 69-68 on the 3-pointer by Ivan Karchinkov. Isaac Williams for the Bears. To Agbam for 3, right side is good. Agbam back-to-back 3s for Baylor.
You know, you got to answer. And the Bears, every time they get a punch from Arizona, they've responded.
71-69 Bears, 5:37 to play. Karchinkov to Burries, right side to Bradley, drives into the paint, back outside to Burries. He'll drive and lay it in with his left hand.
You know, he's done that time and time again here in the second half. He's a driver. He's much more of a driver and a distributor than he is a shooter. You got to keep him from turning the corner on you. Easier said than done.
71 apiece, Baylor and Arizona. Williams into the paint. Running hook shot is good. Looped it up to get it over the outstretched arms of Krivas, and Baylor leads. Timeout, Scott Drew. 5:08 to play, second half. It's Baylor 73, second-ranked Arizona 71.
They just keep plugging away, and they answered their shot selection in the second half once they got past that first media timeout has just been outstanding, and they're shooting well because of it. What they've got to do now in this last 5 minutes, we're at the 5 and grind, got to get some stops. This is exactly where they were against Arizona State. You got to get stops and win possessions when you have to.
Timeout on the floor, 5:08 to play. Baylor 73, Arizona 71. Thanks to Premier, ER, and Urgent Care, our game sponsor tonight. Back to Foster Pavilion after this on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Baylor fans, ready to keep it cool this season? Ice and Easy delivers premium ice lightning fast. From tailgates to restaurants, construction sites, concerts, and races, Ice and Easy has you covered. Game day or work day, keep your drinks cold and your spirits bold. Ice and Easy, we deliver, you chill. Proud supporter of the Baylor Bears.
Hey Baylor fans, Baylor softball season is currently underway. Come be a part of the action at Getterman Stadium all season long with single game tickets. With general admission tickets starting at just $8, there's no better way to enjoy elite college softball. And if you're coming with friends or family, group tickets are available for $5 each. Get your Baylor softball single game tickets now at BaylorBears.com/tickets.
5:09
Rookie home buyer? Slam dunk buying a home with First Central Credit Union. We are opening doors to home ownership. First Central's open door mortgage loans up to 95% of the appraised home value. Our starting lineup includes low closing costs, no points, low origination fees, flexible terms, and competitive rates. Thinking about refinancing your mortgage loan? This play works for you too. Apply online at firstcentralcu.com. We're your team. Everything we do for you.
Some restrictions apply. Rates subject to change. Equal housing lender. Member NCUA.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Fish on! It's a big one! It's Pat Nunley winning another fishing tournament. Doesn't get any better than that. Except maybe Pat Nunley at the free throw line. That's good.
Thank you, Coach.
Should I tell him I went fishing this afternoon?
After the game.
After the game.
Okay.
We'll see.
He'll go with you tomorrow.
I think he will, depending on what happens in the next 5 minutes and 8 seconds of this game. And, John, the Bears, we talked about by the first media timeout, 1 for 9. They've come back to hit 11 of 16 in the second half. And over the last 3 or 4 minutes, all these two teams have done is trade baskets. Baylor's made its last 4. Arizona's made its last 3. But you can afford to do that when you're up by 2, and that's where the Bears are, 73-71.
Hey, our Courtside Cam is up and running tonight. The Courtside Cam brought to you by NextLink, reliable high-speed internet for your home or business. Check out our Courtside Cam, Upster Pavilion.
Well, it's coaches call this the 5 to grind, and up by 2 points, 5 minutes to play. We said this against Arizona State, John. I'm going to say it again. I think Bears winning or losing is going to depend on what they can do down the stretch defensively against one of the best teams, obviously, in the country, but a team that has elite offensive firepower.
Here we go, back to play. Arizona ball out of the timeout. Baylor leads 73-71. Burries into the front court. 5 minutes to play. Baylor and Arizona in Waco. Del Orso flips it to Bradley. Zone for the Bears defensively. Del Orso shoots over it. 3 is good from the right side.
Again, another 3. They're pretty selective about those. They haven't been as much in this game. Bears went to a zone just to give Arizona a different look. Arizona ran their offense beautifully.
Wildcats go up by 1 on the made 3 by Anthony Del Orso. 74-73 Arizona. Cam Carr, top of the key. He'll drive. Runner rolls off. No good. Loose ball. Carr got it back. Went up. Nobody's fouled. How about that? Between Krivas and a couple of others, Cam Carr got the offensive rebound, and he'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, Bears, one of the best offensive rebounding teams in the league, playing the second best defensive rebounding team in the country. And it's going to take plays like that to go ahead and win this game. But great effort by Carr to sometimes the best rebounder on the floor is the guy that just shot it. You know if it's a miss, and if it's going to be a miss, where it's going to come off. I think that's what we saw from Carr.
Carr tucks his shirt tail in, now comes to the free throw line. Doug Sermon's going to hand him the ball. 2 free throws coming for Carr. Bears down by 1. 4:23 on the clock. First one is good by Cameron Carr. 21 points on the night by Carr.
And John, you called this earlier. In a close game like this, 1 or 2 possession, which is where it's headed, got to make free throws. Bears right now 13 of 17 at the line.
35 NBA scouts here tonight from 21 NBA teams. We are seeing a show. Second one is good. 2 big free throws by Carr. Bears regain the lead, 75-74. 4 minutes, 17 seconds to play. Burries on the left side, outside the arc, bounces to Krivas. Fires it outside to Bradley for 3. Another one by Jaden Bradley.
You know, so much for the game plan, but John, you got to play the statistics. And he's now 6 of 8 at the three-point line. I'm not sure he's had a three-point shooting night like this all season.
77-75 is the lead for Arizona. That was a three-pointer. They didn't put a 3 up on the board. 3:46 to go. Cam Carr for the Bears. Gives to Williams, right wing. Williams working against the defense of Del Orso. To Powell, to Carr. Carr off the curl, a 3. Leans into it. Shot no good. Burries the rebound for Arizona. Maybe that was not a 3 because the scoreboard hadn't changed, so 76-75. Here's Bradley, drives in, runner, no good. Rebound, Karchinkov, and he kicks it outside to Burries.
And Johnson, what we're talking about, to get stops, you got to get defensive rebounds. The Bears giving up offensive rebounds here the last couple of minutes.
Short jumper on the drive, left side is good by Braden Burries.
And that's what happens. You give them another shot. Arizona, second best team in the country. You give them 2 cracks at the bucket. That's too many when the game's on the line.
78-75, the lead for Arizona, 2:50 to play. Williams hands to Tunde Yesufu. Yesufu outside the arc, working on Del Orso. Dribbles alive, leans in, now passes back outside to Obi Agbo. 5 to shoot. Powell will shoot a 3. Caden Powell's 3. No good. Anthony Del Orso the rebound.
That's not the shot they wanted. I mean, Powell was wide open, but he's wide open for a reason. Arizona's happy to have Powell take as many threes as he wants.
First 3 he's attempted in Big 12 play. 3-point lead for Arizona. Burries drives in, nearly lost it, picked up by Krivas. Del Orso's 3, blocked by Carr. Off to the races. Carr all the way, and he'll lay it in.
And that's the stop they needed. They got a block from Carr, and he did the rest. Took it the length of the floor and laid it in. You've got to have stops now, and even 2 minutes to play down by 1.
78-77, Arizona leads Baylor, 1:56 to play. Top of the key, Jaden Bradley has it for the Wildcats. Gives the ball to Karchinkov, now Del Orso. Del Orso kicks to Burries, 10 to shoot for Arizona, up by 1. Burries lobs for Krivas, and on a mild lob, he just banks it in.
Yeah, and that's where the lack of length by the Bears, the guys that they have on the floor, really gets noticed. There was nobody to defend that lob to the 7-2 Krivas.
80-77, Arizona leads by 3 with 1:20 to play. Agbum for the Bears, gives back to Isaac Williams. Williams looks to drive, takes it right at Krivas. Shot no good, but he's fouled. Isaac Williams will go to the free throw line. That is personal number 4 on Monteus Krivas.
Yeah, and Williams is just not going to get his shot blocked. He took that right into Krivas' numbers and was able to maneuver his body to get a shot away, but he was able to draw the foul.
Timeout on the floor with 1:13 to go. Arizona leads Baylor 80-77. Let's pause here 10 seconds for station identification on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
From the ESPN studios, this is KRZI Waco, K222DC Waco, K265DV Temple, ESPN Central Texas.
Now a full timeout, 1:13 remaining. Arizona leads Baylor 80-77 on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Proudly serving Texas since 2007, Magnolia Realty is a full-service brokerage and a trusted neighbor, bridging expert industry knowledge with integrity and kindness. Known for their award-winning agents, Magnolia Realty understands the dynamics of making the real estate journey your own and the importance of trust from contract to close. You can find their local agents here in Waco and across the state, including in Dallas, Fort Worth, Austin, San Antonio, and Temple.
Arizona.
To get connected and learn more, visit magnoliarealty.com. Here's to home.
We don't just build trucks. We build something that's meant to last. That's why the 2026 Toyota Tundra isn't just built in Texas. It's built by Texas, which means the Tundra is built to tough it out and to take it easy. Built to carry tradition and to make new ones. Built to roll with the punches and to go the distance. Built stronger, built louder, built here. The 2026 Toyota Tundra. Built in Texas, driven everywhere. Test drive at your local Toyota dealer or visit toyota.com today.
Right now, qualified lessees can lease a rugged new 2026 Tundra SR5 for $519 a month for 36 months, with $49.99 due at signing. Toyota, let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trim. See toyota.com for offer details. Offer available in select states and ends 3/2/26.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Wowzer, 45 years courtside. This just goes to show you that if you provide milquetoast commentary and analysis, you can have a great career. Come on, I'm kidding. I remember when you started in the beginning with Frank and now with John. You've studied so much and worked so hard. I'm so proud and impressed, but not surprised by all you've accomplished. You've made yourself into not only one of the best in the Southwest Conference and Big 12, but in the nation. We Baylor fans are so fortunate to have you bringing Bear hoops alive for us out here in Radio Land. Who needs Dickie V? We've got the mighty P. Congratulations, buddy.
That is Alan Holt.
Alan Holt.
Yeah, that's terrific.
Another college buddy, Paul Foster, and Alan Holt and I were in a fraternity together, and I don't even want to count how many years ago that was. It was more than 45, I can tell you that. What a great friend.
Well, more on that coming up. Here's Isaac Williams shooting free throws, big ones, and the first one is no good. Bears down by 3 with 1:13 to go. Williams misses for the first time in 5 free throws tonight. Another one coming would pull the Bears within 2, and he's got it. So 1 of 2 by Isaac Williams. It's 80-78 Arizona.
Yeah, Bears got to find an answer here. Arizona has made 7 of its last 9 shots. Most important defensive stand of the game right here.
80-78. Wildcats lead the Bears. 1 minute to play here at Foster Pavilion. Crowd is standing. Top of the key, Burries flips it left side to Delorso. Back outside to Burries. 8 to shoot. 51 on the game clock. Burries right side to Bradley. Bradley with 2 to shoot. Launches a 3. It's short. No good. Karchinkov gets the offensive rebound. Dribbles away from pressure. A reset of the shot clock. Burries has it. 12 to shoot. 34 on the game clock. Huge offensive rebound by Karchinkov. 3 by Burries is good.
You know, and John, that you called it. That offensive rebound gives them time off the clock and allows them to finish that possession with a 3. Defensive rebounding has been an Achilles heel for this team, Baylor, all season long. And their first shot defense had been really good. In fact, the first shot defense, that possession by Arizona, I thought was very good. Just could not finish the first shot defense with a defensive rebound. And Arizona throws up a dagger now. Baylor's down by 4, 27.8 seconds to play.
That was a long 2. Burries now has 21 on the night. Bradley has 23. It's a 4-point lead for the Arizona Wildcats over Baylor with 27.8 seconds to go. 1 timeout remaining for Baylor, 2 timeouts remaining for Arizona. Although I think they may have just taken, they just took 1, so they only have 1 left, 1 apiece. And the possession arrow favors Arizona with under 30 seconds to play in this game.
Yep. Well, you still have enough time. Got to come down. I don't think you have to get a 3 necessarily. I mean, it's a 2-possession game. You just need a bucket. And then you got to think about fouling, getting a quick steal or committing a foul. Game's kind of out of your hands when you put the opponent at the free throw line, and those backcourt guards for Arizona are both really good free throw shooters, and they're going to have the ball in their hands most of the time.
So Baylor ball, 27.8 seconds to go. Shot clock is off. Bears down 82-78. Williams jets into the front court for Baylor. Looks to drive, and he is tripped. He'll go to the free throw line. Foul is going to be on Karchinkov, his second. So now 22.1 seconds to go. It is the 1+ coming up for Isaac Williams.
Yeah, and no time elapsing off the clock. Where it just took, 5 seconds, a little over 5 seconds to get the clock stopped and to get Baylor an opportunity to cut that lead with a couple of free throws down to 2. That's very doable.
Williams was just there, hit 1 of 2 for the Bears. Baylor led by 7 at halftime of this game. First free throw is no good, rims out. Krivas the rebound. Won't get the bonus, the miss by Williams. Rebound now to Burries, and he is fouled in the backcourt by Tunde Yesufu.
Well, and Arizona, the point I was making earlier, those 2 guards, and then you add Del Orso to it, those 3 guards are all really good free throw shooters, and the best of those 3 is Braden Burries, who's going to the free throw line right now.
Yeah, that would be, if you had your druthers, the last guy you'd want at the line. 82% in Big 12 play, 11th best in Big 12 play. He's got the 1-and-1 coming up. So 82-78, Arizona. 17.8 seconds to go. Now a 5-point lead as Burries hits the first one.
Yeah, and they had to foul him. I mean, the ball came into Del Orso, but before they could get to him, he kicked it back to Burries by design. Quick foul gets him to the line where he was money on the first one. Second one's good, too.
2 clutch free throws by Braden Burries. It's 84-78, 6-point lead for the Wildcats. 17 seconds to play. Williams into the front court to Carr. He will drive. He'll lay it in for 2. 10.3 seconds. Final timeout called by Scott Drew right there. So now a 4-point game. Arizona 84, Baylor 80. 10.3 seconds to play, and Baylor's just used their final timeout.
Yeah, and used it wisely, but now you have the same problem. Who of those 3 are you going to foul? And it's a quick steal or a quick foul. And among those 3, Bradley's at 73%. Del Orso is at 75%. So I think you just do your best to keep it out of Burry's hands. Talk about the play of Bradley. You know, he's 2 of 2 at the free throw line. But that guy coming in, John, the scouting report said let him shoot all the threes he wants.
Yeah.
And that's for good reason. That's a smart play. He's 5 of 8 at the three-point line tonight.
Wow.
That's the one thing they didn't count on.
Wildcats lead by 4 over the Bears. Full timeout. Say thanks again to Premier ER and Urgent Care, our game sponsor tonight. Premier ER and Urgent Care is the place to go when you're not sure where to go. Open 24/7 and just a short walk across campus. No appointment necessary, just walk in. Visit premier.care to learn more. Premier ER and Urgent Care, your around-the-clock provider of Baylor athletics.
Bears go back on the floor with lineup they've played most of the ball game. Powell has played the last 5 or 6 minutes of this game, maybe a little longer, with 4 fouls.
Yep.
Doesn't matter now, but the Bears have had to play a small lineup, and small compared to the lineup that Arizona's put on the floor. See what the Bears can do here. Again, quick steal or a quick foul.
We're going to run the football play. All 5 out of bounds. Ball handed to Korchinkov. Inbounds it to Burries. Knocked out of bounds, but it was off of Cameron Carr. 9.1 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, and Carr's the guy responsible to keep Burries away from the ball. He did a great job there. Knocked the ball out of bounds, and only 1 second elapsed off the clock.
Ivan Korchinkov will inbound again. Full court pressure by Baylor. Inbounds to Burries. Watch out on the run out. He is fouled by Cameron Carr to avoid a layup at the other end.
Yeah, good foul by Carr. And Burries was going for it. I mean, it was a kind of a football pass, thus the name of the play. And Burries caught it, and I don't think he felt much pressure from Carr behind him. He was going to lay the ball in. He wasn't trying to run the clock out. And Carman, a nice play, came up behind him. But you got Arizona's best free throw shooter back at the line now. Shoot a 1-on-1.
First one is no good. He missed it.
He was in the act of shooting. That's right. So he gets another one.
Yeah.
But, boy, I didn't expect to see that. Guy doesn't miss much.
Yeah, he's 6 of 10 at the free throw line tonight. Well below his average, 82% in Big 12 games. 7.6 seconds showing on the clock, 84-80, Arizona. Second one is good. He hits 1 of 2, and it's a 5-point lead for the Wildcats. Coach Drew still coaching with everything he has. Long baseball pass all the way into the front court. Back outside to Agbum. 3 is no good. Awaka the rebound. Give to Bradley. And he is grabbed around the waist by Cameron Carr. That 3-point miss by Agbum probably puts the final nail in the coffin tonight.
You know, but that was a really good inbounds play. That ball had to get from one end of the floor to the other to give the Bears a chance to score. It traveled about 70 feet. Yesufu caught it, and immediately, he caught it at the free throw line, immediately kicked it out to Agbum at the 3-point line, and his shot looked good, it just wouldn't go. But that's a well-executed out-of-bounds play from 94 feet away from your bucket.
It's Jaden Bradley back at the free throw line for Arizona. First one is good. It's 86-80. 1.5 seconds to play in the game. Second one coming for Bradley, the senior. This one is good. Couple of free throws. That'll seal it for Arizona. 87-80 is the score. Inbounds to Isaac Williams. And that is it. Tommy Lloyd, Scott Drew meet at midcourt. What an effort by the Bears tonight against the number 2 team in the nation, the Arizona Wildcats, but the Bears come up short. 87-80, Arizona wins over Baylor.
Yeah, and John, that's why they're the second-ranked team in the country, a team that could win a national championship. When this game was on the line and they had to make plays, they made them. And it was free throws, but I think more than anything, it was key offensive rebounds by Arizona that extended possessions. And I in the last minute and a half, 2 minutes of the game, I dare say that every offensive rebound they got points after that. One was a three from Bradley, and that one by Burris. Think about this. Baylor was down 79-78, missed an offensive rebound, kick out three to Burris. That three extended the lead to 82-78, and the Bears could just never recover from that.
Yeah, what an effort by Baylor. They led by 7 at halftime. Bears led by as much as, what was their biggest lead? 10 in the second half. Remember, coming out at halftime, they got that three and led 44-34. But in the end, Arizona wins it over the Bears, 87-80, the final score. Stay with us. The First Central Credit Union postgame show is coming up next. Our final, Arizona 87, Baylor 80. We'll be right back on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Let's go Central Texas. President's Day sales event means big savings on brand new vehicles at Allen Samuels in Waco. Check out the all-new, completely redesigned 2026 Jeep Cherokee, and don't miss the all-new Dodge Charger 6-pack, because that 6-pack is built to run fast and hard. From everyday capability to pure performance, now is the time to buy and save big at Allen Samuels, your friend in the car business. Come by, let's be friends.
Are you tired of slow internet? Are data caps and throttling making it impossible to stream your favorite shows and movies? If so, it sounds like it's time to switch to NextLink Internet. With NextLink, there are no data caps and no throttling, just super fast internet speeds, up to 1 gig over wireless in some areas. Plus, NextLink is an official partner of Baylor Athletics. So don't wait another minute. Give NextLink a call or go online to nextlinkinternet.com to see what special offers are available to you. Blazing fast internet is just a click or phone call away. Sick 'em, Bears.
You hear that? That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar, the better tasting, more refreshing zero sugar cola. Listen to that endless pour. Pure refreshment. If it sounds this good, just imagine how it tastes. Oh yeah, so good. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
Hellberg Barbecue is a family-owned business started here in Waco, Texas, and proud to serve the local area. They love to cater all kinds of events, big and small. Serving Baylor and its families is one of their favorite things, and they even ship nationwide. Check them out.
We have two, and I did not run the Tim Healy because it was kind of long. I've got Tim Healy and John Lee Hancock left, and I'll just run them out of the traditional breaks.
That sounds good.
Not this time, but the next two.
This has been live coverage of Baylor men's basketball. Now, it's time for the First Central Credit Union postgame show. Brought to you by Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, championship partner of Baylor Athletics. Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance online to find a local agent today. TFNB, the official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Nissan, innovation that excites. Libman, America's trusted brand name in cleaning. Premier ER and Urgent Care. Feel better now. Stay tuned as we break down the game, listen to highlights, and talk with Coach Drew, players, and more. All coming up on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
And welcome back inside Foster Pavilion. Welcome into the First Central Credit Union postgame show. It's brought to you by the First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you. Tonight follows an 87-80 win by Arizona over Baylor tonight. Bears, gosh, what an effort by the Bears. What a show in this game. So many good things by Baylor, but in the end, the second-ranked team in the nation, the Big 12 leaders, the Arizona Wildcats, Pat, they're going to head home with a win.
They are, and they earned this one. They really did. Down the stretch, they made plays. They had made 7 of their last 9 at the 110 mark. I just looked at that. When this game, when it was winning time, what they did, I think more than anything, that was Baylor's undoing, was get to the offensive glass, get extra shots, and the extra shots they got, one was a kick-out 3, but those rebounds turned into second chance points. And I think also coming into this game, the one thing that you didn't count on at all was Jaden Bradley going 5 of 8 from the three-point line. Coming into the game, he's literally a 22% three-point shooter. So you have to play that. Scouting report says give him all those you want. Well, tonight he found the range, and to me that, among a few other things, but that was the most glaring difference between these two teams, at least as far as the scouting report's concerned.
Yeah, the game plan, you could tell, part of it was to force them to shoot threes, and they did that. They executed that well. Didn't count on Bradley being as hot as he would be from beyond the arc.
Yeah, I mean, this team coming in, Arizona, doesn't shoot many threes. They don't need to take many threes. They're not very accurate out there. In fact, 32% from beyond the three-point line in league play. Tonight they're 43%.
Wow.
That's just one thing you can't count on. You got to, scouting report says do this, do this. Bears did all those things, but just guy had a night that he hadn't been having in a while.
Arizona with the win is 26-2 on the season. They are 13-2 in Big 12 conference play. They were alone in first place in the Big 12 standings. Baylor drops to 14-14, now 4-11 in the Big 12. 87-80 the final, Arizona over Baylor. More to come on the First Central Credit Union postgame show, brought to you by the First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you. We are also brought to you in part by the Greater Waco Chamber. Whether you're a member business or considering membership, optimize the opportunity to gather and grow your business with us. Go to wacochamber.com/activate to explore the benefits of membership. Back with more on the First Central Credit Union postgame show after this. Final 87-80, Arizona over Baylor on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Have you been to the new location of Green Eye Associates yet? You'll still receive the same award-winning service and excellent care from Dr. Green and her dedicated optometrists and staff. But now conveniently located in Woodway, right off of Highway 84. Come see the expanded optical showroom and be sure to ask about innovative services like IPL treatments for dry eye symptoms and the brand new Sports Vision technology. Green Eye Associates, the official optometrist of Baylor Athletics.
The Whataburger Monterey Melt is back? You've got some nerve showing up here again, looking all delicious with your fresh all-beef patties, melty cheeses, grilled peppers and onions, and jalapeno ranch. When I want you, you're nowhere to be found. And now you're back? Aw, get in here. We just missed you, that's all. The Whataburger Monterey Melt is back for a limited time and harder to resist than ever. Download the app. What a burger!
Are you tired of slow internet? Are data caps and throttling making it impossible to stream your favorite shows and movies? If so, it sounds like it's time to switch to Nextlink Internet. With Nextlink, there are no data caps and no throttling, just super fast internet speeds, up to 1 gig over wireless in some areas. Plus, Nextlink is an official partner of Baylor Athletics. So don't wait another minute. Give Nextlink a call or go online to nextlinkinternet.com to see what special offers are available to you. Blazing fast internet is just a click or phone call away. Sick 'em, Bears!
TFNB Your Bank for Life is a longtime supporter of Baylor Athletics. Find out why more Baylor fans are making TFNB their bank for life. Sign up for our Edge checking and get your own custom Baylor Bear debit card. With 6 convenient locations and an award-winning mobile app, banking has never been easier. TFNB, your bank for life. Member FDIC.
Texas Golf Carts has been providing sales, service, and leasing to Central Texas since 1993. We offer many different parts and accessories from various manufacturers and are the only authorized Yamaha and Club Car dealer in Central Texas. Visit our new location off Highway 6 in Waco or call us at 848-5991 and let us know what you are looking for, and we'll provide the expertise in meeting and achieving your desires and specifications. We are also proud supporters of the Baylor Bears. Sick 'em, Bears.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball. Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Hi, Pat. This is Tim Healy, the radio voice at Arizona State, sending you best wishes from a basketball practice. And why not? I'm at ASU's practice today, and we're getting ready, ironically, for a trip to Baylor coming up this weekend. And I figured I'd do this at a practice because basketball, let's face it, has been such a huge part of your life, and broadcasting Baylor basketball has been a huge part of your life for the last 4.5 decades. Heck, if I do the math right, you got started in the early 1980s when I was in my first ever sportscasting job up the road at Channel 4 TV in Dallas from 1979 to 83. But boy, what a great run you've had at Baylor, and for most of that run you've gotten to work with a great play-by-play man and a dear friend of mine, J-Mo, John Morris. And Pat, we wish you all the best. 45 years as the analyst for Baylor basketball. That is a remarkable run.
Very nice from Tim Healy at Arizona State. We welcome you back on the First Central Credit Union post-game show, brought to you by the First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you. Joined by Coach Scott Drew. His post-game comments brought to you, as always, by Alliance Bank, your Central Texas business bank. Coach, tough loss. What a great effort tonight against a really good team.
Yeah, first I want to thank the crowd. I thought they were great. They were really energetic. And I thought our guys really competed. I was most proud that we had 1 turnover second half, 12 assists, 5 turnovers, and against the second-ranked defense or whatever in the country, we shot 49%, scored 80 points, so that's enough to win. The difference in the game, 2 things. One, Bradley has averaged 1-3 every 3 games in conference, and he goes 5 for 8. So sometimes when you game plan, you got to say if they're going to beat us, they're going to beat us this way. And we know inside they could make layups on us, but the threes, they hadn't been consistent tonight. Bradley was huge for him and made big shot after big shot. I'm glad he graduates. He's been a heck of a player for them. And then as far as even with his 5 threes, the second key for us was the rebounding and second chance points. I mean, 13 and 9, there's not much difference, but they got 25 points to 14. Take away the last 2 points on the foul, and it's a 5-point game, and you lose by 11 on the glass. So they got some monsters, and they do a great job, but we needed to break even on the glass, and we didn't.
You know, Coach, coming in, Arizona number 3 in the country in points in the paint per game. You outscored them in the paint tonight.
Well, again, I thought we did some really good things, and that was one of them. But you know what? You got to credit them. You got to credit Bradley, his 25, and then Burry's 24, 4 assists, 0 turnovers. I thought he was really effective as well.
You know, and they've got such length with Krivas, and then Awaka, you know, doesn't have that length, but he's 6'9", 255. It seemed like we struggled to match that. I mean, I know you guys were double-teaming Krivas when he caught it in the low post, but, you know, at some point that 7'2" size differential just, you know, was too much for you guys to overcome.
Yeah, they don't shrink.
They don't shrink.
7'2", 7'2". So, but again, I think I liked their game plan. I liked everything. They shot 78% from the free throw line. We shot 71. That adds up. Can't miss front ends a 1-on-1. And then they got 2 offensive rebounds on the free throw line. At least 2, maybe 3. So those are huge. And so proud of our guys' effort. Proud of how we competed. I know we played well enough to win, but you got to give credit where credit is due. And Arizona made big shots. and made their free throws. And we always say toughest team wins, and they controlled the glass.
I know you don't believe in moral victories at all, but you played the number 2 team in the nation really toe-to-toe tonight. Now you got 3 games left in the regular season.
Yeah, and the great thing is, as I shared with the team, as long as we're playing, we control our own destiny. So they were fun to coach. The crowd was great, and I really want them to finish on a high note and get some wins that when they look back at this year, they can feel proud about how far they've come, and we're going to keep working for that.
All right, Coach, thanks for the visit. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Baylor fans.
Baylor coach Scott Drew. His post-game comments brought to you, as always, by Alliance Bank. Alliance Bank, your Central Texas business bank. 87-80 the final as Arizona comes from behind in the second half to win over Baylor. What you didn't see during that interview is Tommy Lloyd walk by in front of the table and stop and reach over and shake hands with Coach Drew, and you could see in his eyes it was a lot of respect there from Coach Lloyd.
Yeah, and they had a little bit of a conversation. Normally coaches just shake hands and get about their business, but they talked a little bit. I think it was very encouraging from Coach Lloyd. It's a rough league, and it's just every day it's a battle to get a little bit better. And I think what they did today shows the improvement that they have made against the number 2 team in the country.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, joined now as we continue on the First Central Credit Union post-game show by Cam Carr. Baylor's leading scorer in the game tonight finishes with 26. What a great effort by you guys this evening against a really, really good team.
Yeah, man, that was an impressive game. I got to tip their hat off. We executed the game plan really, really well. We played hard. It's just we emphasized rebounding. We didn't rebound as well as what we wanted, and we knew what our objective was defensively with their guys, and they did exactly what we didn't think they could do. Yeah. And so you just got to tip your hat to them and give them their credit. But my guys, they competed, they played hard, and they fought till the end. So
that means hitting threes. You didn't expect them to hit threes as well as they did you?
Yeah. Certain players to hit threes.
Okay,
so
right.
It's just got to give them their credit where it's due and realize that some days that's just how it is. But, man, I got to give props to my guys. They played hard. Everybody competed. Everybody tried their hardest. And so, man, we're right there. We're right there.
You are. There was a point in the second half where you guys led by 7. By the first media timeout, they'd made a bit of a run. They tied it up. You guys knew they were going to make a run,
yep.
And what impressed me was you answered every run, and you look up with 5 minutes to play, and you guys are right there. In fact, I think it was tied with 5 minutes to play.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it was. It was going into that. It wasn't a media. It was a timeout call. I think we called it.
I think you did.
It was a tie game. We were right where we wanted to be. Of course, we still in that timeout we were still talking about rebounding it better, and so. Man, we're right there. I know I keep saying it, but it's the truth. I think we did a good job defensively. They were making tough shots. We were answering their tough shots with our own makes, and so that's what I was proud of. And, man, just got to keep stacking days, keep putting it together, keep learning from these types of games.
And you guys, I think you're not disappointed. You're not down. I mean, you're disappointed you didn't win, but you're not down, and hopefully you can build on this and go to Orlando and beat UCF on Saturday.
Yeah. They play really well at home, so. Yeah. Man, it's exciting. We got to go in there roadkill and take what we deserve. And honestly, the frustration from this type of game, we just got to bring over to there and take what's ours. So.
Well, I would say, too, Cameron, you're not going to say this. I'm going to say it for you. I mean, you had a really nice night. I mean, you got a target on your back in Big 12 play. You had 26. You had 4 rebounds. You had 3 assists. You had a steal, block. I mean, to do that, the way other teams understand they got to deal with you if they're going to beat Baylor. I just want to tell you, I thought that effort tonight was just outstanding. I mean, not only did you get these numbers, you competed too, and so we're proud of you.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it, man. I just try to do what I can do and help put my teammates in the right situations, and they do the same for me. And so it's one help, we all help. So I'm glad where we're at. Of course, we would wanted to win today, but it's okay. We learn a lot from this type of game, and so.
Good. We appreciate the visit. We appreciate you. Thanks very much.
Thank you, guys.
All right, Cam Carr with us. Game high 26 in the game tonight. Bears come up 7 points short. They fall to Arizona 87-80, the final score. Plenty more to come on the First Central Credit Union post-game show when we come back and look at all the final stats from this game tonight. Thanks again to Premier ER and Urgent Care, our game sponsor tonight. Premier ER and Urgent Care is the place to go when you're not sure where to go. Open 24/7 and just a short walk across campus. No appointment necessary, just walk in. Visit premier.care to learn more. Premier ER and Urgent Care, your around-the-clock provider of Baylor athletics. 87-80 the final. Arizona over Baylor. More to come on the First Central Credit Union postgame show in a moment. Brought to you by the First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you here on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
It's the President's Day sales event at Allen Samuels Dodge in Waco, and the choice is yours. Drive home a new 2025 Jeep Wrangler Sahara or Rubicon with $10,000 off MSRP. Ford owners get an extra $2,000 in bonus savings, or step up to a 2025 Jeep Gladiator and take $12,000 off MSRP. Inventory's moving fast and selections are getting thin, so don't wait. Hurry to Allen Samuels Dodge in Waco, your friend in the car business. Come by, let's be friends.
Planning a new or used vehicle purchase? Drive the lane with First Central Credit Union's easy online application. It's a winning season with First Central's full court press of quick local loan processing, your best rate, and flexible terms. Apply online. You'll score at www.firstcentralcu.com. We're your team.
Membership and loan policy requirements apply. Member NCUA.
Do you want to earn points while cheering on your favorite Baylor teams? Join Baylor Bold Rewards. Track your attendance on the Baylor Sports app across athletic events and earn points towards prizes and experiences. Download the Baylor Sports app or register online today at BaylorBoldRewards.com and start earning your points today.
Baylor fans, ready to keep it cool this season? Ice and Easy delivers premium ice lightning fast. From tailgates to restaurants, construction sites, concerts, and races, Ice and Easy has you covered. Game day or work day, keep your drinks cold and your spirits bold. Ice and Easy, we deliver, you chill. Proud supporter of the Baylor Bears.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Pat, this is John Lee Hancock, and as your fraternity big brother, I refuse to acknowledge you've been at this for 45 years because it makes me feel very, very old. In all seriousness, congrats, and looking forward to the next 45.
How about that to cap things off tonight from John Lee Hancock?
Yeah, well, you know, you've taken Alan Holt,
yes,
college buddy, Paul Foster, John Lee Hancock, and then sprinkled in the Big 12 broadcasters. What a night. And again, great. You guys, Bobby, you too, you guys are too good. And I so appreciate this. This is a special night.
You deserve it, and wish it could have ended in a win, but we don't control that. So, but really nice to be able to recognize and honor you this evening. It was a lot of fun.
You know, well, thank you. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. But it's funny. I walk around and people go, "I wasn't alive when you started doing it." You know, I'm getting all that. So, but every one of those 45 has been a ball. Some years better than others. But at the end of the day, it's just been, at the end of those 45 years, and I don't count them, don't think a whole lot about that. But when you stop and reflect and all the comments that you brought into the broadcast tonight, really it made me just think about that.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's good.
And I'm going to continue to do that.
Very good. All right, as we continue on the First Central Credit Union post-game show, a reminder that Bears will be in action next on Saturday, headed to Orlando to play UCF at 7 o'clock on Saturday evening. Talk more about that in a moment, but let's take a look at the final stats now, Pat. You can't just rest on all these accolades. We need you to work a little bit,
go to work,
please.
That's right, yeah.
Give us the final stats that add up to an 87-80 win by Arizona over Baylor.
You know, a great effort, obviously. 49% the Bears shot it from the floor, 7 of 22 at the three-point line. Would like to have done that better, but at the end of the day, when you're shooting right at 50% against the second-ranked team in the country, you're doing something well. And that was one of the things we talked about. Bears needed to get better shots, and better shots are going to result in a higher shooting percentage, and that was the case. Just 15 of 21 at the free throw line. Coach Drew talked about how a game when there's no room for error, you've got to get there more, and you've got to shoot a higher percentage. But Having said that, 3 different players in double digits. Talked about Cameron Carr's line, 26-4, 3 assists. What an effort by him. 16 points. Look at this line. Isaac Williams, 16 points. He made 5 of 7 free throw line, 5 of 6 overall, made his only 3. He had 5 assists and 0 turnovers against one of the best defensive teams in the country. And then Tunde Yesufu with 12, 4 rebounds for him. And then 6 points. Everybody else that played really well. Caden Powell, 6 points, 4 rebounds, 8 points, 5 rebounds for Obi Agbam. 5 points, 5 rebounds for Skillings, and then 7 and 7 for Michael Ratai. So a great effort by this team. Coach Drew mentioned just 5 turnovers, 12 assists against just 5 turnovers in the ball game. Compare that to Arizona, turned it over 7 times. Bears got 14 points off those 7 turnovers. All of those came in the first half. So weren't able to disrupt Arizona's offense there in the second. But, again, that's why they're number 2 in the country. They shot it at 49.2%, the exact same percentage as the Bears. 9 of 21, I should say, from the three-point line for Arizona. That's 43%, almost 11 percentage points better than they shoot threes in conference play this year. So as both Cameron Carr and Coach Drew mentioned, that's the one outlier they just didn't count on in this game tonight. 18 of 23 for the Wildcats from the free throw line. Rebounding battle favored Arizona, 37-30. Nobody out-rebounds Arizona. In fact, that's only happened one time this season. So Bears were able to compete on the glass, but a couple of key offensive rebounds by Arizona late, which turned into buckets, really ultimately decided this ball game. 25 points for Jaden Bradley, who was 5 of 8 at the three-point line. 24 points for Braden Burris. So their backcourt combined for 49 of their 87. 10 points for Toby Awaka. He had 12 rebounds to go along with his 10 points. He had 5 offensive rebounds. And then 12 points for Krivas with 5 rebounds for him as well. 8.6 rebounds for Ivan Kurchinkov. And then 8 points for Anthony Del Orso in the ballgame. Gets Arizona up to 87. What have we missed here? Points in the paint. Big number for the Bears. They get more points in the paint than do the Wildcats, who are number 3 in the country, points in the paint on average per game in the country. Fast break points favored Arizona 6-4. Bears, this is ironic or interesting. Baylor got 12 points off its bench. Arizona got just 8 points off its bench. So a team with a really thin roster able to get that kind of production from the bench had a lot to do with them playing well in this game. So, John, all that culminates again in a 7-point loss by the Bears. A tremendous effort, really impressive effort by this team against a team that I think has as good a chance as anybody else in the country to win a national championship.
Yeah, they, in the mock selection that was out just this week, I think, maybe it was last week, Arizona was the number 1 seed. They were the number 3, number 1 seed. So they are very highly thought of by the experts as we are on the cusp of moving into March. And Arizona had to work really hard to get the win tonight over Baylor. 87-80 the final score.
Yeah, and this is, you can tell, you're number 2 in the country, can compete for a national championship. You know how to win games. And I thought with about 1:10 to play, they made huge plays, not the least of which is offensive rebound, kick out 3. And that really, I thought that was the separation the Bears could never recover from.
Yeah. 87-80 the final. We'll come back, wrap things up on the First Central Credit Union postgame show in a moment. We're also brought to you by Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, proud championship partner of Baylor Athletics. 87-80, Arizona over Baylor. We'll come back and wrap things up on the First Central Credit Union postgame show after this. Brought to you by the First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you here on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Have you been to the new location of Green Eye Associates yet? You'll still receive the same award-winning service and excellent care from Dr. Green and her dedicated optometrists and staff. But now conveniently located in Woodway right off of Highway 84. Come see the expanded optical showroom and be sure to ask about innovative services like IPL treatments for dry eye symptoms and the brand new Sports Vision technology. Green Eye Associates, the official optometrists of Baylor Athletics.
Looking for a fun night out with family or friends? Head to Magnolia Field at Baylor Ballpark and catch Baylor baseball this season. Single game tickets are on sale now, starting at just $5 for general admission seating. Or stop by the ballpark for $2 Tuesdays, featuring discounted concession items plus $2 off general admission tickets. Grab your seats now at BaylorBears.com/tickets, and we'll see you at Baylor Ballpark.
Premier ER and Urgent Care has all the convenience of urgent care with all the expertise of an ER, all under one roof. At every visit, be seen by ER-trained staff with on-site lab and CT, X-ray, ultrasound, and EKG. Here, you pay for the appropriate level of care that you receive, and we are in-network with most major insurance providers. Premier ER and Urgent Care has 4 convenient locations serving Texas: San Marcos, Temple, Waco, and Woodway. To learn more, visit www.premier.care.
At Magnolia Realty, award-winning agents set the bar for professionalism and excellence. Whether you're looking to buy or sell, Magnolia's full-service brokerage will guide you through every step of the process with expert industry knowledge. Their agents are fully invested in learning your story and customizing the real estate experience to suit your stage of life. Magnolia Realty has been serving cities across Texas since 2007, including Waco, Dallas, Fort Worth, Austin, San Antonio, and Temple. To get connected or learn more, visit magnoliarealty.com.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Back to wrap things up on the First Central Credit Union postgame show, brought to you by the First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you. Tough finish to what could have been a great night here in Foster Pavilion. Bears played so well against the number 2 team in the nation, the Big 12 leading Arizona Wildcats. In the end, Arizona wins it 87-80 over Baylor. And, Pat, I think another step for this team. It would have been so great to see them rewarded for the game plan, for their effort tonight with what would have been a huge win.
Yeah, and they went toe-to-toe. I thought what was most impressive for me is, Arizona's going to make a run. They know how to separate, and there was a chance in the game where it looked like an opportunity for them to, I think they got up 3 or 4, but they had seized the momentum. It looked like they could just really separate, take it to double digits. Bears didn't let that happen, never did. And I would say, to echo Coach Drew's comments, this crowd had everything to do with that. Just weren't going to let them falter down the stretch. And then when it got down to just a handful of plays in a 1 or 2 possession game, you'd expect Arizona, a championship team, to make those kind of plays, and they did.
Fun night, great crowd. Thanks to the crowd that was here this evening. Luke Holcomb came by and gave you his congratulations. It's Luke's birthday today, so happy birthday to him, our boss with Playfly Sports, and your birthday tomorrow.
That's right.
I understand. So
yes.
That's right.
There we go.
So wish it could have been a win to send you into your birthday tomorrow. But a great effort by Baylor.
Yeah.
And we go to Orlando to play UCF on Saturday. It's a 7 o'clock tip-off Central Time, 7 o'clock, and we'll be on the air at 6:30 on Saturday.
Yeah, and you got to go to Orlando with both barrels loaded. That's a team that's probably going to the NCAA tournament, has overachieved, I think, by most accounts. But this team, Baylor, is playing well right now. Started against Arizona State, continued tonight. Playing this way is going to win Baylor a lot of games if they can just continue this, and they'll need that against a really good UCF team Saturday.
All right, that's next for the Bears, Saturday in Orlando against UCF. Let's close up shop here tonight. We do appreciate everyone being with us this evening. Thanks to Dr. Van Goodall in our network studios. Bob Baker, our engineer. Brent Grooms from Playfly Sports is here with us as well. Speaking for all of them, plus Pat Nunley, who was fun to recognize tonight as we celebrate your 45 years, Pat, doing Baylor basketball broadcast, and plenty more to come. Let's make that point.
Let's do that.
All right.
I'll make that public right now. But I want to say again to you, and the work that you put in to bring these little sound bites means an awful lot to me. This was a very heartwarming night for me.
Very fun.
Yeah.
Very fun to do. And your daughter, Khaki, says happy birthday to you.
She
so
beat her
happy birthday, from Khaki.
That's right. Catherine never misses that opportunity. Yeah.
We appreciate it.
Yes.
All right. We're appreciative of everyone who tuned in tonight. Next up, Baylor and UCF on Saturday for our entire crew, including the Baylor Athletics Hall of Famer Pat Nunley. I'm John Morris. Final score, Arizona 87, Baylor